I think you should stick around and watch the movie with me and my friends, wouldn't you? Think so?
This is quite the day I'm having. Yeah, let's go.
Did you know they charge $20 for a hot dog here?
You're right, theaters are rip-offs these
Unbelievable
days.
for a small so.
What movie are we even watching? You didn't tell me. You just held me at gunpoint and forced me to see this. What are we watching?
Oh, it's a real treat, Gordon. I'm sure you'll love it. It's called Half-Life VR, but the AI is self-aware.
Huh?
With cast commentary and special Blu-ray disc features
Okay, I've never ever
and
heard of it.
behind-the-scenes featurettes.
All right.
I really like when you said howdy to that guy.
Yeah.
Yo, who's this guy?
So,
What was the
hey,
inspiration
first comment that I'm pausing the video for is that
Not even 10 seconds in.
Scorpion. So when I said howdy there, that was just me, you know, playing my character. That sound clip has been abused by this fucking friend group. Scorpy just plays that shit in our voice calls to try and trick people into thinking that I'm saying hi to everybody. And I'm sick of it, and I won't stand for it anymore. Restarting the video. Howdy. Howdy.
Oh shit, hey man.
Everybody. Wait for it.
Okay.
Funniest thing I've ever seen.
What was that?
That was like,
What the fuck?
we all agreed
What was
before
that?
the stream started, hey, let's like use the wowzero carefully because we are
You
all
blow balls
prone
in his
to
mouth?
using it way
Okay,
too much,
so I
so
gotta
we
go
should
to
be,
the
you
test
know,
chamber.
kind
Am I being
of, we
held
should
up
temper
here?
our
Am I not
joke and
allowed to
not
go
use
do
it that
my
much.
job?
Scorpy does that 10 minutes into the stream and it's like, all right, I guess this is the whole thing now.
It was originally we were like, okay, not too much Gmod shit, not too much fucking around in Gary's mod like should be present in this because it's supposed to be Half-Life 1. But they busted out the Wowzilla and like throughout the entire series, you can just hear it off in the distance because someone wanted to play with it. Like there are random scenes where you will just hear like boop and like no one's doing it.
That's me.
It's probably Holly off camera or like Mike somewhere playing around with it. It happens all the fucking time.
Oh man. So when you
Okay.
if anyone assumes that I like thought of anything before I came with the character, you are very wrong because I had work that day. I came home, I had dinner, and like Wayne was like, "Yo, it's showtime. You gotta go on the server." I didn't know. I didn't have a name, a voice, or anything until I was connecting to the server and had like 5 minutes. Tommy.
Yeah. So we move on to the next scene, which has one of the most foreshadowing lines in the entire series that we just totally glaze over in the video. No reaction. Ben Reed just drops this shit. This is gonna be like radiation and shit. Are you good?
Okay, I'm not human.
Alright, so which in retrospective is like the funniest fucking thing to me.
That's the fucking Chekhov's gun of the series.
And we
It
took
really
that
is.
and ran with it. Save your legs
Oh,
trouble and just
something
wait
else I'd like
5
to point out
seconds?
is through the entire series, a lot of people's legs will just kind of freak out on certain surfaces.
Yeah, you see that
That
a
is
lot.
because of the IK leg mod that I added on the server and never thought to take it off.
Yeah, I like. That was
works
there
so well.
constantly. That was something that I never ever commented on. I thought about it a few times and never got a good opportunity to. Yes,
There's something in here that nobody has ever noticed.
Oh,
Not even
There-
us.
There is a hidden scientist in that room.
Let's watch the scene. See if anyone in chat points this out, because I don't even know what he's talking about really. But yeah, I fucking
Up there. You see
Oh
him?
what? Oh wait.
Yeah, up,
Gordon,
up.
sprint. Let me in.
See
Oh
up
wait,
there?
like that.
Holy
that
shit!
little blur
You see
right
him
there.
up there?
We're running
Yeah, you see him up there?
Is
Oh my
hidden
God.
scientist? Fruit Loops all day.
They didn't have breakfast?
the hand on the
They got
shoulder
breakfast.
fucking
that was
murders me every time.
I was able to get a lot more of that for this first part because it was much less high octane. Like everyone was just standing still, so I could just put my hands on
Another
people.
hand on the shoulder.
Yeah. And then here's Gur had this idea for this gag very early, I think. He wanted to go in here bad.
This is, I think, genuinely one of my favorite gags, if not my favorite from part 1.
Shut the fuck.
Shut the fuck.
You'll see it in my footage, but for the first while, as soon as the door closed and you're like, oh, thank God he's gone, he was standing outside like a sad dog, just looking at me.
I legit did not know where to go after that. It was pure luck that I no clipped into the
They
room.
you thought to go in there.
Yeah, exactly.
That moment was I think key to hooking many people on this video, and like that moment would not have had any staying power. It wouldn't have even been in the video if you weren't there. I love it, the back and forth between you and Tommy of just like you calling out to him like he's an old bro. It's like Tommy,
Hey, Tommy, what's up?
You're gonna be fine. You just have to go.
This is the curse of the science.
He's listening to me. He's gonna jump in.
I love you like walking around the room, just like checking shit out. Like, oh, this is pretty cool.
I'm gonna turn on
That was me
the
just
fucking
legit
rotator.
looking around the map.
Spinning
I've never even played Half-Life 1 before.
Oh yeah, that's an important thing to know. How many of us have never played Half-Life 1? I've played the first hour or two of Half-Life 1. Everything before like Blast Furnace, I'd never seen. Scorpy, this was literally his first time in Half-Life 1. Benry had never seen Half-Life 1 before, so he's legitimately like marveling at the map design. Gur is our Half-Life aficionado. Gur's loved Half-Life his whole life, since he was out the womb. Out the womb.
Out the womb.
Since his Half-Life began, he loved
Ever
Half-Life.
since I learned what Gary's Mod 9 was.
So I have played a lot of Dungeons and Dragons with my friend Balp. And Balp is one of the funniest people I know, one of the most creative people I know. Love him to death. Balp cannot voice act to save his life.
It's true.
And like and I'm not saying that to shit on Tommy's voice. Okay, so hold on. Let me introduce this. So what he just did was the voice of one of his characters he played called Jerry Crystal, which was Jerry from Seinfeld with a British accent with white hair who loved crystals or something like that.
And was a mystic.
I didn't realize he was from jolly old England.
It drips off a spoon.
They're literally
some slack. English is my second language. Right?
That's true.
Great. No, I
It's
love it.
true.
Like when I say you can't voice act for shit, I mean that in the most endearing way.
I have no idea. I came down here to try.
Is there any other piece of fiction where all of the characters, like literally every single character, is so hostile to the protagonist?
I mean, minus that one scene, not Dr. Coomer.
A guard.
I know,
Tommy,
but, like,
Dr.
these
Coomer
are
and
the
Tommy.
people who are
Bobby-
like helping you, or like kind of low key, like.
I mean, yeah, kind of like throughout the whole series, they're kind of just like shit talking me, like making fun of me for falling off ladders, like. And I mean, it's just good. It's a good dynamic.
I did not expect that, and I'm just
Wait,
desperately
did-
trying to stay
did
in
it-
character.
Did it blow up all the scientists when he shot
Yes.
that ball?
We'll
Hold on.
Watch
Watch
see this in my
Watch
footage.
this.
We'll
Pay
see this in my
attention to the
footage.
passport ball.
Jesus, you wouldn't talk to me before.
No, actually,
Tommy,
these scientists
Tommy.
died, and then I put new ones there, and then Scorpy's ball killed them.
Oh Jesus!
It's bouncing around behind me. Yeah, you can see their jibs flying
The
around.
meat.
I'm in the corner of the room when this was happening. I have a perfect view of this.
I've never seen anything like.
There are multiple points. I don't know shit about Gordon Freeman's character, like within the lore. I feel like I contradict what he's supposed to know a lot. Like, I think Gordon Freeman is definitely supposed to know what a resonance cascade is.
Without the tram.
Gur, what are you sitting on here?
The broken door.
It looks like you're sitting on one of those things they put in public bathrooms to change babies' diapers on.
I do that.
Like, for some reason, I always see that.
I need my diaper changed, Gordon. Ever gone to the surface?
So
There he is.
Oh,
I
everyone
have
got
seen
this Easter egg?
I have seen multiple comments about this.
Yeah, I've
in
had
this
multiple
scene,
people ask me about this.
Yeah, in this scene, there is inexplicably a Barney, and I look at him and I say,
I don't know what's happened to that guy. We need to get away from him.
because in that moment, I saw that and was like, something went wrong, and there's no way to improv out of that. We need to just move away before someone says something that breaks.
Yeah,
This is one thing that I knew would happen. This moment's very memorable.
That was perfect.
Now, Gordon, you may have killed 3 innocent lives, but it's important to stay calm.
I will.
We killed a lot of people, didn't we?
We killed a lot of people. You say that to me in about 5 minutes.
Go first. This guy.
What's up?
I was gonna say for the first stream, for the first half of the stream, I entirely forgot that AI was a part of it.
A trickle of normalcy. What the fuck did you just do?
What?
All right, I guess we'll put it out of his misery.
It's like fucking Benry is not conscious at any moment except for when he's being spoken to. Like he doesn't know what he's doing.
Oh, there's blood. Where are the bodies?
The soda, it'll help you see faster.
What
Hey,
was
so I have a
that?
confession.
What was that? Did you mean to say see faster?
Yeah.
Okay, so you knew what you were talking about. All right. Because there are a lot of things in this series that were just like slip of the tongue fuck ups that ended up being very funny.
Oh,
that
God,
one,
yeah.
Glad to know that one was intentional.
I don't know what
So,
that
so I have
means,
like a
but sure
confession to
thing.
make. I fucking hate soda. I
Alright,
can't
get
stand
this.
soda.
Any?
Get as many as you can. As much
Like,
as
I'll
you
drink a
can.
root beer every now and then, and that's fucking it.
This part where I fall to my knees is because this shit was so unexpected and so funny, it legitimately had me keeling over with laughter. Like, I was fucking dying.
I don't know what came over us at this point.
It was perfect.
Enjoy the soda. Enjoy the fucking soda.
Something.
Is
Okay,
there
something.
spray on the ceiling there?
There's sprays on the ceiling.
It certainly was.
Whose spray is that?
It's
Scarlet.
Bodhi.
That's my spray.
What is he holding? What is he
That's
holding up?
Rocco Bodhi.
I think it's a copy of Friends. I remember seeing this later.
Friends on PS2.
There's a PS2 Friends game? What?
There's a PS2 Friends trivia game.
I have a son. That's Joshua.
Joshua's canon in this.
So I point out that I have a son, Joshua, and then I forget about that for the whole series. Oh man,
Gordon Freeman is a bad dad.
Gordon Freeman. I mean, we're kind of every character in this series is kind of morally fucking bankrupt. Like,
I mean, absolutely.
except Tommy. Well, Tommy is like innocent. Like, Tommy kills thousands of people in this series, but like does not know that killing. I don't even think Tommy understands the permanency of when he shoots at someone, they die forever. Like.
Okay, well now we're jammed up. Please. So you have my passport now, right?
I think I was actually blocking him by mistake.
Yeah, that is what it was.
Actually couldn't get out.
Yeah, none of us could.
Yeah, just keep going.
Watch the left. Watch the left side of my screen.
Does anyone know anything?
Oh.
That rotten fucker.
Oh dear.
Who could have done that?
Part of me wishes we could have. It was feasible to keep them around, so it could be like a fucking Kurosawa movie where you're trying to lead like 40 scientists to that.
Our original idea was that we wanted to keep like gradually spawning more and more of the scientist NPCs to follow us around, and like we thought that would have been like a funny recurring bit, and then like.
Oh my God.
Gur and I both decided we wanted to blow them all up here because that's funny, and Gur beat me to the punch, and that just kind of set the tone for the rest
That was
of the
me
game.
in the back.
Chugged so hard.
He's bleeding out.
Oh, this is great. I love the way you guys are manipulating props here, like trying to give it to them. They're just floating.
Oh my God.
I think at this point I was legitimately lost. Like I no clipped out and I just couldn't find you guys.
Yeah, you were.
Part one, I think.
We're trying to dig to the center of the earth.
I don't think
That's one of my
what
favorite
Black
Tommy
Mesa's
lines. That is
doing,
so
man.
fucking good.
Oh, Jesus
It's
Christ.
good that he died.
I don't think so.
I think it's
You've
good that he
seen this
died.
mountain
I
of
think it's good that he's dead.
skulls. It was justified.
I think it's good that he died. You were referencing what I think you were referencing, right? Like the thing, the Rambo game, or did you just say that? You just said
Oh
that.
my God,
Okay,
I had
that's
completely forgot about that.
that's
what?
fucking. So it is good that he died. I thought you were referencing this fucking Rambo game from like 2010, where the game opens and it's Rambo's funeral, and the fucking guy running the funeral says like Rambo is dead, and it is good that he is dead, and like it is the funniest way to start a game, and like I thought that that's exactly what you were referencing there. That's so funny.
Yeah.
I'm trying to help you, man.
Did we ever like actually come up with a name for the Vortigons? I know we did for like most other enemies.
There's a scene-
I was trying to force my bit of calling them Vonnegut's.
Like Kurt
I think
Vonnegut.
that was the one we went with. Yeah, it was really good.
So in Act 2, there's a scene where like I'm like, what do we call these? And like so like I couldn't remember what we called them in Act 1, and like you say Vonnegut's, which I don't know who the fuck Kurt Vonnegut is, so that just fell flat on all of us. No, I don't know who Kurt Vonnegut is.
I don't either.
He's a wrestler.
He's like a famous American author.
What the fuck? You fucking
Alp.
Philistines.
Bro, I'm a
I knew-
gamer.
Y'all need to read some books.
Bro, I'm a
Alp, I knew
fucking
what a
I'm a
Vonnegut was.
Twitch
I don't
streamer.
appreciate it.
You expect me to know fucking literature?
So Holly spawned this pigeon.
Yes.
And I thought it was so goddamn funny that I just kept doing it. So 80 to 90% of the pigeons you saw in this entire series were me.
I love how he punches it while he's crisscross. Like it's so good that animation persists.
What are you doing?
It would have been so easy for like the engine to just ignore the animation, but he still punches.
I'm not pointing it at you. I'm indicating that I have a gun.
This is me distracting you because Holly spawned in with a fizz gun out and everything.
There's also
Oh yeah.
there's also like a dead Lanky Kong behind me. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
in this scene.
We're going the wrong way, right?
And this is very important.
This I can't wait to talk about this. So a lot of people have asked me, "Hey Holly, where'd you come up with the idea for the fucking super player feature?" Donkey Kong Country Returns. There's straight up a fucking feature where if you die enough in a level, you get to play as the invincible Super Kong that gets you through the level automatically.
Yeah,
and that was my inspiration.
The funniest YouTube comments I've ever gotten were one guy saying, "Shut up and play the game," which like doesn't make any fucking sense. He just wanted to see Half-Life 1. Very proud of my crawling.
Oh my god!
I'm really excited for like the thing that Valp says coming up soon.
Find some cover.
Yes, this is a very good gag.
The boxes. Don't hide behind a box. Get out of the open. Hold on, I think there's more on the corner.
Okay, the turrets can't hurt you. It's part of our turret thing test.
I don't know what you just said to me.
You can like barely see Coomer punching this one, but he just like punches him in the thigh. The AI's reasoning here, if you put it in context, makes no fucking sense. He gets punched in the thigh by the scientist, so he just starts unloading into Gordon Freeman. Like, why? Why did he do that?
Tommy, go off!
I love Tommy's crack shot ability.
Tommy,
it's such a good character
I've
trait.
never seen a gun before.
This is all instinct, Mr. Freeman. I'm scared.
We gotta find a way out of here. Someone look for an exit.
And then this is where the media shows start getting out of hand. Fucking Sick donated for the goddamn Austin Powers theme. And then like the next scene there's just like a Cruel Angels Thesis MIDI playing. Dr. Coomer's
everyone liked it.
Dr. Coomer's ex-wife is one of the most like anomalous things in the entire series. No one will ever know who the fuck Dr. Coomer's ex-wife is. I love Dr. Coomer's blank stare. Was just like staring off into space listening to this.
Slightly wall-eyed.
Yeah.
It adds so much, the fucking expressions of these characters.
You need medical attention right away.
It's your fucking leg. Stanky leg in full effect.
I don't know why I'm not just killing you. I've killed...
This music sting here.
I will give you my passport.
That happened. Like, that was just the donation song turning off as soon as, like, he soothed me. And then this is, like...
perfect timing.
In this scene, I'm looking for something to show him as my passport because, like, he convinced me with the sweet voice. So I'm like, what the fuck do I have to show him? And I'm like, all right, I'll pull out the fucking tool gun that's got words on it. And, like, I show that to him, and then, well, you'll see what he says in a minute, but so many people throughout this whole series did not know that this was Gary's mod, and just like completely did not see this scene. It's right there. God. It literally says fucking VR teleport on the tool gun.
It's on the screen.
God, this bit with Tommy and the buttons is so good.
Tommy,
it's so fucking funny.
Come on.
I didn't have a good reason why I did that.
Yeah, I figured.
Because it was funny.
I did it because I was like, oh, it'd be so funny if I just...
Someone move him. He's not dead yet.
This bit is one of my favorite like physical comedy gags of like he just falls over. Clearly he's probably still alive, and everyone just stands there as like he gets fucking crushed. And then what Holly says here.
It's very sad, but it had to happen, Gordon.
This shit with me trying to guide Tommy over to this is like,
we are safe right now.
in Gmod, you have no idea if you have blood on your face, and this is just this perfect black strip of blood covering his eyes. It was so good to like do a little like he's blind bit.
Can you see? Oh, my head.
There's a wet floor hazard up ahead.
Something about you referring to a puddle as a wet floor hazard like it's a fucking golf game. It's so funny.
I believe I can be of assistance. This one over here says...
I love Bubby silently being taken away by the ropes in that shot. There's so many just like good things happening in the background that if you're ever like rewatching this series, you will notice so many little things in every act. And then fucking Scorpio appears.
That's good.
Come back!
This is a bird.
I was fully expecting some like roleplay to happen here.
Stop or I will shoot.
Like I wanted to start talking to him, and then
There you go.
You have nowhere to go. You have nowhere to go.
I had honestly no idea what I was gonna say, so it's a good thing someone killed me.
Yeah.
And I didn't
I was
know
not
you
prepared.
desperately wanted to talk to him, so I blew him the fuck up.
Yeah.
Scorpio, this is your favorite scene, right?
Yeah, I think this is my favorite.
It's so
The
good.
whole- just for Wayne's reaction and having someone playing through Half-Life 1 and just seeing this. He just keeps on playing like it's like nothing happened.
It's just part of the game.
He's like, oh my god, an airstrike. Oh my god, guys, let's God, a skeleton! Fuck!
I love your acting. I love your acting. Like how you were just running around. Like the skeleton was trying to survive the airstrike too. It wasn't like the skeleton was just standing there like it's a glitch. It's like no, he's trying to get the fuck out of there. He's trying to not get bombed.
This bit was good.
Oh, this bit was deafening.
Yeah, this hurt.
I had to literally. This is the only time I reduced the volume for anything that happened in the series. Like even the manicopter that happened, the helicopter heat in Act 3, I didn't reduce the volume there. This I had to. It was so fucking loud, and then Holly started adding to it.
I made it worse.
I was like pissed. I was like, why are you doing that? It's so bad already.
What's that noise? Is this just a dead
I cut
end?
out like an hour of vent gameplay because it sucked ass. Why are there so many fucking vents in Half-Life 1?
I'm ending the simulation. I can't take
Hold on. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
I had a lot of time.
Wait for it. Wait for it. And wait. Right there. Boom. The money shot. Fucking.
I did not know that.
I had a lot of times where I just kept feathering the cloak-uncloak binds that I had on my controller, just vainly hoping that Wayne would see me for a split second.
Hey, what's Nintendo's famous Pokemon mascot Pikachu doing there?
Past Holly's introduction, I was like, oh, I have to record.
Oh, that's what I looked like? Oh my god.
It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Just gliding.
The monkey walking around.
I don't look like a monkey. I look like a gibbon.
The game chimp is real.
Trying to hold
you
back
can't
laughter.
go any farther. This is the fucking test chamber. This is where you die if you go in here.
I love that you read it.
Just do it.
Nothing will go wrong.
Hey,
nothing
what
will
did
go
you
wrong.
do? What did you do?
Bar! Oh no, you did it too fast!
You were the. You should have brought your passport, Gordon.
Oh man.
That sounds weird in HD.
The kill feed. I can't.
Yeah.
That's. I never
Oh, you'll
considered the
see.
fact that you had a Spud Boy.
Rest in peace,
Yeah, my
Bud
name.
Boy is dead now.
So the passport swap that you see later uses our Steam names. That was the only time I had to change my name. The entire time I was Spud Boy.
I miss Spud Boy.
Oh yeah, and then that's what would happen to us anytime that like there was a teleport sequence, especially right here. Everyone in the server got brought to this little green box right here. And then it was up to Mike to immediately do a map change here. Which is honestly the speed at which you did it was pretty impressive.
Oh, do I have to cloak again?
Yeah, you have to recloak every time we load a new map.
Okay. There's just gonna be a little bit of a linky copy there.
Yeah, you might want to change your player model after
I'm
this.
not going to.
Okay.
Gur was like, hey, you should change your model, and I'm like, no.
I have to, oh, man. And the cop from earlier, the passport guy. Move! Holy shit! What kind of helmet is that? Please stop.
Here's where Gur started spawning some scientists.
Oh
I have
yeah.
enough fucking grievances on my conscience.
Let's go.
There's another one.
Let's
He got a
go,
lot
let's
in
go,
there.
Come on, let's make some.
I'm
fun
good
out of
at
this. We'll
Gmod,
make a
man.
day out of it. Boys' Day. Boys' Day. There's so many of you. Damn, okay. Maybe this wasn't as big of a tragedy as we thought. Worried about that. People are dying.
There's something very good here that I made captions to demonstrate, was that I misclicked right here.
Who has the
So I was like,
authority
making
to
some
strip me from my
scientists,
passport?
making some
Hello,
scientists.
Gordon.
I accidentally spawned an island and immediately undid him.
Oh my god. That would have been so bad. Holy fuck. How I gotta pause. That is incredible. If I saw that, the series would have been like over. Like I don't know what I would have done. I cannot think of how I would have improv'd out of that.
Look at those peculiar markings.
That got Scorpy.
Please stop for 2 moments. Get off of the barrel.
Like right here.
Get off of the barrel.
What was happening to the Vord?
I don't know.
He was charging up for his final blast.
He was charging up for his final blast and then immediately died.
Alt E?
Alt E.
I couldn't
Is
figure
that
out how to do
Scorpy?
that.
Is that Scorpy singing along with the
Yes.
I didn't know.
Hold
Yes,
on.
it is.
I need everyone in chat to listen to that.
Yep.
How do you do this hit?
Alt E. Alt E.
Alt E?
Alt E.
How are you guys doing? Are you guys hanging in there? Dude, I'm like right here. Dude, that could have bounced off the concrete.
Oh, I really like
Oh, I
that
really
one.
like that one.
Huh? Please, but Okay, all right, team.
It's me
you ready?
inflating a pigeon.
Big one.
How did we miss that?
No, Wayne saw it.
I saw it. I just didn't make it in the video.
Oh, there I am.
You're commenting about the media.
Oh, by the
shows.
way, this scene, this is what Scorby was doing the whole time.
I do not.
Yeah, while we were doing this, Scorby was.
You were born.
Scorby was just act dancing at this security guard.
That's in the video. I go up to him like while he's doing that.
I used to like just fall asleep with a playlist of Freeman's Mind. I would fall asleep to the sound of him screaming and gunfire.
Yeah.
Jeez, are you okay?
It was relaxing.
You watched it on your Zune.
Jeez, are
Okay.
you okay?
That man just died, and now there's toilets.
And there he is.
Why? Tommy.
And he looks right at me.
This is one of 2 Gregories that get in the video.
Basically, anytime you're focused on anything, something was behind.
Yep.
No, no. Back up, back up, back up, back up.
One little skull trumpet, one skull trumpet made it.
Okay, so we can sleep here. Hey, look up, guys.
Oh, I thought that was the skeleton doing that.
No, that was me.
Were you like trying to draw attention?
Maybe he's here to protect us.
A little
I
bit.
looked up there.
I just wanted to make a spooky noise when you saw him.
That was more of like a Weather Channel noise, not so much spooky.
The Weather Channel is scary.
Can I see your passport?
Where'd the other scientists go?
Oh my god.
This is
fucking
where all
did
the
that?
scientists canonically
It's a
die.
fucking sleep
Yeah.
hallucination.
We all die. Gas leak.
Nothing else happens after this, sorry.
They're all dead.
I really that was my Gregory!
At this point, the video is already over. Was someone driving that gravestone? Why did it move into the room like that? It was like it's on a conveyor belt.
I don't know how that happened.
What the fuck were you guys doing at this part? Like, the stream is over at this point. You guys are just like, oh man, you made a fucking mess.
You're just having fun.
Yeah, take care of it. Take care of it.
One of Bubby's famous lines.
A skeleton?
I didn't realize
Yeah,
until
not a
after the fact
skeleton.
that was from fucking
Tools. You guys
Zombieland.
want to grab some
A personal favorite. Is that from Zombieland?
It is.
I do
Gonna
want to talk
really
about
like
this
this.
for a little bit.
Yeah,
This
pause it for a
this
second.
gag. Yeah, I'm gonna pause the rewind. The
What
this
the fuck, Bulb?
yeah this
Oh,
was
I just
so
thought
this,
it'd be funny if I hit the button fast.
like everything else in this fucking series, it was unplanned, and this was like so jarring. We had to scramble to collect ourselves from the damage that this caused.
Yeah, you can see me. I had
wouldn't
the
call it
plan.
damage.
I had the plan
You know what I
on the
mean,
way down the
damage.
ladder. That's why I moved down the ladder so slowly.
He goes down the ladder, he inches down the ladder like a snail, and then
Something. Yeah.
dashes to the button.
We're not designed. These things are barely designed to work with one person, let alone
Yeah.
four.
And they were not meant to work in VR.
I
Or
also
even
wanna
Gary's
point
mod
out-
for that matter.
I-
This shit got so frantic. Every moment with the trains in the next episode, this episode and the next episode is just amazing. It is a mess for every possible reason.
That up there? What is that? Tell me what that is. Tommy!
The noise that makes.
God.
Tommy, come down.
I want to sample that and use it in like a video game.
Honk of fear.
Full squids.
God, there's a line Balp has coming up, Tommy, that like doesn't make any sense. This.
Aren't from the incident. Those were here. That's also to regulation. You're allowed 5%.
What does that mean? I really liked the gag of just like, oh no, this is all to code. There's supposed to be all this fucking goop everywhere, but you're allowed 5% of bull squids in your like.
That was just me spitballing. You can keep playing it, but that was just me spitballing because, like, I've never played Half-Life 1, so I'm looking at, I'm going through this map, like, holy shit, this is a nuclear reactor. So I just thought of the gag of like, oh, what if this was all just like, this is supposed to be like this.
That bit there, I just fucked up the jump, and I didn't want you to just see me no clipping back to you, so I decided dying would be
It was-
funnier.
I mean, it was pretty smart.
Easily stood upon.
Oh, and this bit he Specifically because I died in the goop and forgot to put God mode on.
Yeah.
I don't think you survived that one.
This shit was great. Accidental, fantastic camera work where you are just right there. You like it was perfect timing both with you right there and also like the moment you say hello, Gordon was lined up with the moment I snapped my head to you. It was like fucking iconic. This episode is also where the skeleton kind of cemented his place in the lore. But this bit specifically. Top, like, that's probably like second favorite skeleton moment in the series. I had to, he definitely really shot at me like when that happened, but I had to add a muzzle flare to make it more apparent. Because like you couldn't tell that he was doing it, you just heard a noise.
That's a really good visual. I didn't notice that he added the muzzle flare.
Yeah.
That is not, maybe that's what we need the most.
Yeah, I don't know why you started unloading into me.
So he starts shooting at you, and then you
nice fist gun.
Fist gun.
Oh shit!
Yeah. This is in my footage too. There's a really great bit with this.
So, the fucking cymbal crash noise that happens whenever you take fall damage, was that on purpose, or did you just forget you had that installed?
No, that's totally an accident from the top. So let me rewind so you can hear that. I mean, if you've watched the series, you have to know that was there. Yeah. But like, anytime I fall off a ledge, I'm gonna turn up the volume. We need to get the fuck away from this thing! Oh shit! There is a cymbal crash from Tom and Jerry. Every time anyone takes fall damage, that is the noise that you hear. That's a mod that I've had installed for my Gmod since like 2016, and I just forgot to uninstall it.
I never played Half-Life 1. I thought that was just the normal falling sound for Half-Life 1, to be honest. Yeah, I was like, oh, maybe that's the sound that F-Suit makes when it hits the ground. I don't know.
Goofy Pete Sheep says Gordon's HEV suit is very musical. And then the skeleton interaction, I kick the intense music back in.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I love his response. I had to cut this out in both Act 1 and Part 2. Because in Act 1, I cut out this really extensive bit where Tommy and I were talking about how blue and red pipes were for danger and caution gas. Yes. And I reminded him of that joke here and pointed that out to him, and that's why he's complimenting me. But like, because that wasn't in Act 1, I could not keep that in because it just sounds like we're fucking crazy.
I'm always squeezing the trigger. Should I not be do that?
Should I not be do that? Fucking one of my favorite pieces of lore is Tommy's bad gun safety. Tommy's just like a doof in this act. Like he's just shooting at spiders and bugs.
It's really good.
So I was wrong about the roads, huh?
That looked perfect in VR. That was something you were not aware of in the moment, but it was like amazing.
Instant transmission.
Especially with Dr. Coomer's blank facial expression.
You did leave me behind.
There's nothing to leave you behind too. I can't be accounted for every. Oh my.
Tetanus.
Oh, and something I love here. So you all know Ben reappears on the elevator in a minute. Not a ton of people notice this, but some people do. Look at the shaft.
I'm not a medical doctor. My doctorate is in theoretical physics.
Sorry?
The shaft?
Look at the shaft.
Just wait.
Oh, do you see?
Yes, you totally do.
Oh, that's great.
Not only are you no clipping, you're like swimming.
Get from drinking.
You're like you're specifically like swimming upwards.
Yeah.
It's fucking great.
Wow.
You're just like straight up T-posing, my man.
Bro.
I love you editing ominous music into this because we were just fucking dying with laughter when this happened.
Yeah.
Get on the elevator, guys. Get on the elevator,
I
guys.
fucking love that. Put down your piece of metal. It took me so long. It took me so long to actually subtitle that because I didn't know what you said. That was just so far out of my mind in terms of the possible things you could have said in that moment. And when I realized you were calling my crowbar a piece of metal, I lost my shit.
Can I just say, I really like Balp just running up to Scorpion, pointing a gun in his face and just going, "Here's my passport."
Yeah. This was before we had a passport model.
Point the gun at me when you talk to me. I didn't look anywhere else. Dude.
He won't put the gun away. He just has to point it at someone else.
I love him pointing it at Benry and then Benry pulling out a gun in response.
Awesome. Dr. Coomer is so sloppy.
Inspection.
Look, I look back at
Killing
them
it the
because they're
sloppy
talking to
style.
me in the Discord.
Yeah, I was like, Scorpio, you can't be on it. It like physically will not work.
I actually turned back to them like,
That's so good.
And
fucking
here's
this
the
part.
top 5 moments of HLVR.
What?
I'm gonna turn it up. Didn't concern me. Doesn't concern me. No, you're right. You're right.
I forgot. That's one of our holograms.
Everyone died. Everybody died. Every single one.
It's doing it on that side too.
Gordon.
Oh, that's the power. It's no man. I don't.
The fucking delivery on that is so good.
Yeah.
Mr. Freeman, it's all standard
We do this to make TV work.
What is
If we
the?
use our ropes, we can easily...
This is our DirecTV
I
satellite.
don't have any ropes.
Hello, Dr. Coomer.
That's not Dr. Coomer. Yeah. Okay. Take no shit from
Not
clones.
anymore, it's not. Hello, Dr. Coomer.
Very good. Very good little ending there. I was struggling when editing this because I was like, damn, I want to split this one, but where do I end it? Like this last section isn't very like it wasn't a very like poignant place to end it, but then I was like, oh, that's very funny, and that's a very good final punchline. So that was great. You were confused?
I like to use my
I
beam
spent
attack.
most of that probably no clipping around trying to find you guys.
Yeah. So that's the reason why Benry wasn't with us for the first like 40 minutes of that stream. Because you that's so fucking funny. Every time we spend time in a Half-Life 1 map with Scorpy, he gets lost. It's amazing.
Gordon, my neural implants won't allow me to tell you.
This joke is so good.
They're in biological research, Gordon. I have to whisper or else he'll explode.
Gordon, look. I'm very excited for this launch, Gordon.
You need. What are you doing?
Oh my god.
There's no clips to the wall in plain
I
sight.
didn't think you were gonna stare at me and do that.
Of course I was. You were drawing all the attention, bro.
Don't talk underwater. It's like it's not talking with your mouth full.
This series makes me thirsty.
You can hear him inhale.
I can go for a soda.
I'm coming. Don't worry.
Soda.
So this bit here is something that Gur did unintentionally. The like I go in the water and I could not find for the life of me where the fuck I was supposed to go. And then Gur runs a teleport command the moment I break the water, and it just looks like some crazy shit happened.
What? What is?
I love this line.
What's that
This will
mean?
pay dividends in the sequel, Gordon.
We will not elaborate.
In the sequel.
We will not elaborate anymore on that.
turn wheel.
Yeah,
Very
what is it doing when we
another
turn?
one of my
Fucking-
favorite Tommy gags. Extremely
fucking
subtle.
Porky
Fucking
Pig
awesome.
gag.
Yeah.
Control this gate. Can we get the?
See, that's a hole.
Gordon, be careful. There's a big hole.
I love how you said that line.
Hey, corrections officer.
Gordon.
I'm not an officer. What are you talking about?
Turns around, shows security on his back. That's the best.
There's no saving us.
We're fucked. That's one of the best innocent murders that happen in the series. Is like the way you run up to him,
Sprints from around a corner with a revolver and just headshots him.
just like knew. There's a guy ahead. I need to kill him.
Oh, nice. Look at that.
I've never
Oh,
seen
nice.
something like that. There's no article about that.
The Wikipedia stuff was something that we decided we would commit to at some point without you knowing, Wayne.
No, I thought we
included the exact footage of us talking about that.
I thought it was gonna be. Oh, my game froze. You can see my game froze here.
Yep. Yep.
Staring at it.
Yeah. When you guys started mentioning Wikipedia, I like almost immediately knew what you were building up to. I knew this would happen at some point. So for
the fucking
reference,
chair thing is just a thing that I've been doing to torment this friend group for fucking
Torment.
Holly, yeah.
Bless.
Holly memorized the original chair description on Wikipedia in like 2012. Shut the fuck.
I think
I
that
love this
"shut the fuck"
visual
is my
here, Holly.
favorite line.
This is something not a lot of people notice in the scene, but this visual of like, I look over, I see you pointing the shotgun, and I just give you the sign language. I don't say anything, and you like look at me like, I want it.
I'm hungry for it, Gordon.
Yeah, I get the glance, and then you look at him. It's so, this I'm just rewinding because this is one of my favorite Coomer lines.
Staff goes in this race. You unlock gold HEV.
That's just a Mario Kart joke.
I know. I mean, like, I fully got it. Like, I knew exactly what you were doing. But I loved any opportunity you gave me where you were NPC enough where I got to highlight a key item in your subtitle.
Yeah.
Like, that was always, I was always like, oh, this is
That was my favorite text gag
This is just good.
Yeah, don't touch that. You're not allowed.
Isn't there a fire there?
I don't know. Someone did that. There's a pigeon that's burning.
Someone lit a bird on fire.
Yes, the scene.
That arcade, you fucking lose it.
Nobody expected it. I didn't even know it could happen. I didn't even know that could happen. I gotta see it again.
Hey, fucker! What?
Like, it cuts me off, and I'm just like, oh, okay.
Asshole!
I like the way his face looks when he's looking up like that.
So good.
It's so small.
I love the bratty teenage tone you have here.
Get up!
You want to stop, please?
I don't know why the chair broke in the glass.
We were just like losing our minds this entire time. It was fucking-
Great job, Kuma.
You have
There's
a
another
fucking
one.
menacing aura about you right now. You've got a fucking giant gash in your head, man. Like a
Kill.
I had no idea that I looked like that.
Yeah, we could never know what our blood looked like.
Okay, you know.
Outside.
I love how fast Holly decides to run. It was momentary. Like, that was activating fucking sleeper cell programming in her brain. She just ran immediately.
Get up!
At this point, Scorpio was saying, that's probably a bad idea because I have no idea where to go.
God.
So he just walked up to Edge.
I love the way my arms dangle when I look down at him. I look so defeated. This scene is so good. He's like behind a box.
Testing my gun.
The way the skeleton dies here, it just flops into the hole. Is so good.
Don't break it, don't break it.
So
This could be
I found out later after this that this was not Holly's doing.
No.
Who could do the best soldier
It was
voice?
my doing.
Have you heard what they sound like? They're
You could see me staring right at it.
And I literally, I assumed that this was your plan and that you ate it. Like, I was just like, oh, that has to be the joke that she's doing. So I'm glad that you ran with it very well.
I was like, oh shit, okay, you're staring at me expecting something. Fucking, I guess I go with like the joke I've been doing with other things that disappear in front of me.
Yeah, true.
Gordon, we made it to the surface.
If you were wondering, it was not that loud in the live stream. It was
definitely not. But we like to pretend it was.
The way that the text rumbled, I did this by accident at first. Then I realized what I had done. I was like, oh my god, the way the text rumbles is like it's visualizing to your voice.
That's really good.
Oh, that wasn't on purpose?
Shut the fuck up! Let me fucking talk to my. Sure. Hold on. Stick it in here.
Henry just takes it.
Yeah, I
didn't know I could take it.
The way you whip it away.
For the past, seen a soldier shoot one of the security guards.
I love that no matter how I tried in character to convince you guys, you like just agreed, no, we're not going to ever listen to him. We're never going to agree with Gordon Freeman.
If an actual
This feels like a given, you know what I mean?
It's so good, yeah.
We don't get to live him out.
I liked spawning all these eggs that I remembered like last minute.
I love the way they're rolling around. I got to like play with them like a kid playing with his toys.
So much blood.
Here's one of Balb's most important improv moments.
And then I would have given my dog Sunkiss the walk.
It's great. Because that answer is exactly, minus the Sunkiss bit, that's what Balb would have said if you asked him that on any given day. What's your future like? I'm gonna go home and eat dinner.
You're fine. I don't understand what you were doing with the soldiers, but you can.
Like him seeing the bird.
This is the payoff, the egg payoff. They just like landed on me. Oh man, I got a comment on fucking Act 2, Part 1. It was someone saying, after watching like the first 3 episodes, I just realized this was all done in VR chat.
Yeah.
Nope. I don't even know how you
was.
those comments on the first part. Okay, I kind of get it. Once we start doing all this Gmod shit, I don't know. These people, I don't understand.
The free online encyclopedia that anyone from Black Mesa can edit.
Gay people can't sit properly. Yo, ignorance is bliss. Thanks for making me realize I'm like slouching over.
Wikipedia is how we earn 73% of our
Posture. Remember this.
That's why I have a standing desk.
The fucking reach that this is the Wikipedia article, and the idea that to edit articles you do like yoga crisscross, you meditate inside of it to edit the articles is so good. It's so fucking funny. We changed the course of history by them choosing to say all dogs go to heaven too. The Wikipedia article for all dogs go to heaven too is, I think, permanently protected now.
I do not condone defacing a Wikipedia.
Yes, that was never our intent was to get that to happen, but all of you fuckers, so many people edited Gordon Freeman dies at the bottom of the article, and like. I think the act of Wikipedia vandalism isn't the funniest thing, but the fact that it happened in such a quantity that you guys got it fucking permanently locked is like very funny to me. I totally forgot we were setting it up. I really wanted us to do something with like when Benry was the final boss. Like I wanted him to be like, it's time for the end of All Dogs Go to Heaven 2, or like we call back to like the fact that like this is not the story of Half-Life 1. What's happening that you're seeing, this is just All Dogs Go to Heaven 2. Like it should have been the credit sequence. It should have said All Dogs Go to Heaven 2 instead of Half-Life VR. Oh, why did I do that? Oh!
The Vox is so much fun.
It was so good that I had to watch you. Did you know that I would have to watch you through this slit? Because that specifically was what made this work, that I couldn't see what happened as the rocket went up. Like you went to space.
Oh, Bobby, no! There's nothing out there!
Rocket launch good.
Good? Is that what it said?
Yes.
Hold on, I'm gonna come out there. Wait
I
a
love
second.
the Vox listening to me.
No more rocket. Oh, hey Benry. Hey Benry. Hey bud.
Perfect sit down.
Nice.
Good night, Benry. Nice. Good night, Bubby. Good night, Tommy.
Good night.
Good night, Tommy.
Hey, what's up?
I don't need a
Sleep.
A little bit, yeah.
I like him just like appearing like that in the final cut because it makes it look like he's just coming to make sure his baby boy's sleeping all right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I never thought about that. That's so good.
Shit, you're right.
That's so good that he looks.
That's perfect. This is fucking great.
Okay. This looked better than any of us could have imagined.
I know.
Space.
I still don't know how he did this.
Expertly played.
It's just.
I know how to play Gary's mod.
It's pro
You know how
level
to play
no
Gary's
clip.
mod.
It is pro level no clip. This is like people aspire to no clip this well.
Fucking all of you guys are so good at Gary's mod. Meanwhile, I didn't know how to RP walk until part 4.
Oh, so you're just
like
walking
Kuma
across
ran
the
everywhere.
whole
That's why
time.
Kuma is running everywhere all the time.
There was a website called Wikipedia.
Okay, it looked good.
That was like that.
I love how fast you were with that.
That was just like an adrenaline shot course through me, and I just got like the
so
perfect.
good.
It's just I don't know how it happened. I didn't even know the skeleton was gonna appear. It just like the stars aligned, and I made that shot.
Your instincts took over.
Yeah, that was a Tommy
Perfect
level
shot.
shot.
I gotta make sure I'm fully in the zone.
Get out of your system.
Boys.
There we go.
Jesus.
Oh, no. Settled an important thing.
torture.
I was just thinking like
Wikipedia, the free online encyclopedia that anyone can edit.
Wikipedia.
Scorpio is riding me like a horse.
Easy does it, Tommy. Easy does it. So easy. Come on.
Now, Tommy, we've
Come
been
on.
through this before. It's only a ladder.
He gets the ladder. No, he understands. All right, on the elevator. No, Tommy!
Oh my god! I was
Dumbfounded.
killed me.
I feel normal.
That fucking cracked me up so fucking bad.
You're a nasty little sewage boy, aren't you, Dr. Freedom? They all liked that one.
Yeah, that kept me laughing for way longer than it was in the video.
I included this because we were also laughing.
Okay.
Gordon, it stinks down here. Come sniff.
Guys, I think I lost Benry. Remember when you told him to jump off an elevator in motion? What?
Hello,
I found
Gordon.
a chair.
While you were out working, we took a break on this luxurious chair. A chair is a piece of furniture with a raised surface supporting
No, Holly, no.
to see
No, Holly, I gotta veto that.
and chairs. In schools and offices, with desks, and in
It's
various other
disorienting enough.
workplaces, such as the Black Mesa facility. A chair without a back or armrest.
Cut it with a hello, Gordon.
Or when raised, hello, Gordon. Hello, Gordon.
Fun fact, while we were playing, if you're familiar with Gary's mod, you might be aware that there's a Steam achievement for playing the game for a grand total of 1 week.
Oh, yeah!
And it's called 1 week. Holly got that achievement while this was happening. So you can play it again.
Oh crap!
It's a special achievement now.
Achievement. 1 week.
1 week. Oh my god, the mic. The mic, holy shit. Holly, you don't know how, like, how acidic that laugh just sounded. The fucking...
You sound like a YouTube boob.
Okay.
Gray matter all over the fucking box.
Okay, pause.
Outside.
This, if this had worked,
Scorpy, what were you thinking?
If this had fucking worked, it would have been the best goddamn part of this entire series.
Scorpy, what was your logic? Why would that have worked?
I don't really remember.
Probably thought it was just a text-to-speech and realized
A
that it had
Beyblade with 3 Bitbees has been found.
Hey!
Sorry about
What is this I spy with mine eyes?
Oh, sweet manna from heaven.
that is one of my favorite Dr. Coomer lines. And I'm like, hey,
that-
what are these?
The errors. There's not a single error in the whole series.
CSS, not TF2.
In
I messed up.
Span of time in which we need.
Like,
So this is what he was doing.
I'm very lucky that I never saw an error because I don't know how I would have role played out of that.
You're editing articles.
There's one contribution I've made to this series that I am proud of above all else.
You died.
And why are you lying about my death?
All dogs go to heaven too.
All dogs go to heaven too.
I knew that it was the right thing to say, and Scorpion knew it was the right
I like
thing
how
to
I didn't question it at all.
You did. You just said it. That was simpatico. 2 hearts
I was
beating
like,
in
yeah.
time.
He's doing the scooting.
Hey, wait. That is a real thing you can say, and is also the best thing you can possibly.
Oh, he's making a dome.
I'm gonna do these on Thursday. Tomorrow night we're doing.
That's it.
And that's it.
And here's
Angry Video Game
all your
Reviews.
favorite AVG.
Oh no, one of my other videos.
What the fuck?
Why are so many of your recommendations angry video games? Wayne?
I've been putting on AVGN when I go to bed. Why are people so confused by that? It's just I just put on videos when I went to bed, and YouTube is a stupid system where it'll just it thinks, oh, you watched AVGN for 10 hours straight from the hours of 3 a.m. to 11 a.m.? That's all you want to watch.
You watch it in fucking incognito, you dingus.
I'm not gonna, why would I don't care that much about my YouTube recommendation feed that I'm gonna open incognito
Now we're all
mode to go
laughing
to
at
bed.
you, so shut up.
Good Christ.
But I'm not ashamed of it.
And if I had any preconceived notions of what my future would be like after Black Mesa and what I would do with my degree, they're out the window. It's fucked. I'm a slave to a man who can stop time. I don't know what else I'm gonna do. I just gotta keep his son happy now. I love Tommy, but like, God, let me live my life, man. I don't get it. I don't know. What am I supposed to do? Man, I look like shit. I haven't seen myself in a mirror in months. Nobody cleans him at Black Mesa. Oh shit. That one? Why?
Can you not look at me, please, while I'm doing this?
What are you doing? You shitting in the urinal? This was also the first act where we started getting a massive amount of attention. When we streamed Act 2, it was probably to like 500 people. And when Act 2 finished, and I saw that our viewer count was like 600 average, that was still very extreme. And we finished, and I was like, hell yeah, guys, we fucking did it. We should go out for drinks if we weren't in quarantine. And then, yeah, and I was like, oh man, we peaked here. We're doing great. And then Act 3 happened, and there were thousands of people in the chat before the episode even started. So, and we knew knew that from the start. So when this episode started, I was pretty damn like, I not like stage fright. Like I was still doing me, but like I was like nervous this episode internally.
Oh, I was
don't
in
know if it
full
comes
on
across
cuckoo
at the
panic
beginning.
mode.
We all were.
I'm not familiar with this model.
We were like so worried about like getting up. This is the first episode where we actually like had to worry about like making shit happen at the right time.
Yeah.
And like we were stressing about it. There was a lot of things that had, and then this happens right off the bat. So it's like, all right, good, back on track.
I was doing all this on purpose. I think all of us were.
Yeah,
Everyone was in the best spot. We had the best layout for people on this train. Like Benry sitting on it was so good, and then none of us. Oh, I think only Gur knew this was gonna happen, but this was so perfect.
Yeah.
That's like one of the
Yeah, I
funniest
did not
moments in
know
the,
that
in the
was
entire
gonna
series.
More acceptable.
A rope. We could use. Help me, Gordon. If we're lucky, this is the last time.
The scientist says there's a tranquilizer gun in the shark cage, and then Dr. Kummer comes out with the crossbow. The crossbow is explosive. Is that the trank gun?
I
That
think the
is-
explosives is because of Gmod.
Yes.
Oh, is
It's
that what it
explosive
is?
It's explosive in Half-Life Deathmatch, but
Oh.
in regular Half-Life, it is not explosive.
Oh,
Yes.
that's
Yes.
fucking
It's-
great.
it's
I
just
love
a
the
crossbow.
idea. I love the idea of their tranquilizer crossbow and it just blows up sharks. That'll tranquilize them, all right. There's a weird glitch in Gary's
Yes.
Mod Half-Life source. What Benry's doing right now.
What happened there?
If you get grabbed by a rope and it dies in a way that the game isn't expecting, it just turns off your gravity. So like,
And even if I did, that's not.
this interaction
I
between Benry and I
appreciate-
here is really good.
Stop killing people.
How come someone in chat in the VOD said Coomer thick?
Why do you
I
think
didn't
know.
notice that.
people love saying shit like that?
I love that Scorpy's bit for this room was just to swim to the pillar in the middle and be like, oh dang,
He's
dang, I
trapped.
can't get out of here.
I'm
Shit,
marooned here.
this is such a disappointment.
Oh, I think this is the part coming up with my
I'm
secret
gonna play
shame.
fucking shadow with you. You want to act like
Yes,
a fucking first
yes,
grader?
it's
I'm gonna
awesome.
act like first grader.
Scorpy decided to take on the character trait that Benry's just really fucking childish in this episode, and that went on like forever.
Oh.
In fact, this is not the
This whole part was a mess. It was very funny. We were here
We
in the
spent a
stream for
while.
like 15 minutes, I think, on this fucking hydraulic press.
Good.
The end.
Oh, man, this shit.
This is the canonical end of the series.
I'm okay.
They got
all right,
stuck in
ready?
the press room forever.
If you're gonna do anything remotely like this, learn from our lesson.
Show me.
The
Show- you
hardest
again, I
part
need an
about
example.
making like a machinima show is playing the game.
Mhm, honestly.
One more.
Oh, here it is.
One more, buddy. Dr. Quinn.
Oh, this part makes me cry in my brain every time.
enhancers will keep the pendulums thick.
I got the words for press and piston confused, and my brain was like, which one do I say? Which one do I say? Pendulum.
This made me laugh so hard, the things Scorpio was saying about this part. And the funniest thing, Gur also taking the initiative to start destroying the servers is like absurd and amazing.
Because I was the only one that knew you could do that.
Oh, the articles are online for free.
For free!
Go to the system.
I didn't even connect those dots.
Hazardous environment suit was designed to never come off.
It's not coming off.
It doesn't ever come off. It was on me before I was supposed to put it on in Act 1.
Have suit. I mean, it sounds.
The
like
Hev suit is a death sentence. If you're in that, you're in for life.
Like a bee, what could that mean?
This sequence is one of the
Bah.
weirder
Bah.
improv
Bah.
moments.
Bahador.
Bahador.
Was that a woman?
Sorry, Tori's like extra mouthy today.
Oh, it's the line.
Here's the line.
So this was the bit where like Gur and Mike were both like, "Oh shit, yeah, this is the part with like the assassins up ahead. If anyone wants to like say anything, you should do it." And I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll do that." And then I panicked and I didn't know what to say. So I said the first thing that came to mind.
The hotted boobs thing is like Scorpy. I don't think Scorpy has a reason for how he came up with it, but just like for the past
I
year,
remember this
we've just
vividly.
been. You wait. You remember
all
saying
the things.
hotted woman the first time?
Yep, I remember that very clearly.
Yeah, that's a Scorpyism.
He fucking we just like Scorpy likes to talk about like, oh, I love to see a hotted, sweated woman, and like it's just the funniest fucking sentence. I don't know what it doesn't mean fucking anything. Sweated woman. One of my favorite character traits about Benry is the fact that any combat situation, he just calmly walks through the battlefield saying like, "No, stop. What are you doing?" But like when there's no fight, he's killing everyone. This scene, I think this is the funniest thing that happened in Act 3. Like, my reaction to this is not acting. I did not ham it up. It literally got me this bad. Just, I never would have expected any of our improv to come from this, like, 50 by 50 moth effect. The fucking, like, the line of, like, all of us are just standing there doing nothing for, like, 10 seconds, and then Holly says, "I think this moth might be more than we can handle." Like, no one is... I mean, it's true that we couldn't kill it. And then, Scorpy, I have to ask you, what the fuck? It is this is not a mis-subtitle. You absolutely said, "Oh, yo, it's a donut." What were you talking about?
Well, in that skull model at the bottom is just a hole in it.
Oh, so stupid. Someone pointed this out after. My grunting sounds a lot like an adult film. Like someone sent me a Tumblr ask that said, "Yeah, I was watching Act 3, Part 1, and my roommates thought I was watching gay porn." What do you want to do? Passport broke.
Fuck, hang on, I just forgot it.
I know, just seeing you clear your throat, like, but opening your jaw as wide as possible was really good.
Oh, I hate that you can see his teeth.
I love it.
I don't like it.
Alright, cool, I got this. Now I just gotta wait for Scorpy, so I'm gonna stay in the server. And I'll whoever just took your lightsaber out, don't do that again. But yeah, remember, these are things that, like,
I'm holding a lightsaber.
I was recording this with all the Gmod audio, so like that shit would get in the voice recording.
This was very funny.
The lines you came up with here made me laugh so hard I cried in the moment.
I did too.
There was some. Just listen, chat. All right, get angry. Get like fucking anger. Rabid.
Huh?
Okay, I can't use those. I mean, maybe I can, but those overpower anybody else talking. The like, get pissed, and not too loud.
I have the sounds of punching the Gordon Freeman. Yeah, I hope, oh my god, do your job right and you're gonna be dead soon. Oh my god, Assassin's killing him. Oh, my favorite.
I'm fucking sad I didn't leave that in.
Assassin's killing him.
My favorite.
My favorite.
Good at it, Gur.
Good.
Good at it.
I was like 100% certain he was gonna.
Yeah, like
show up
this
later.
line. So this is the best instance of Valp switching his weapons improperly. When I was talking about how like, oh, it came across as like Tommy also didn't give a shit about Gordon in this scene. It was cemented by this. Just listen.
Are we good together? You're not gonna fuck me up, like.
Can I trust you? Pulls out a gun and says yes. Like you didn't know you did that, but it was fucking hilarious.
So if I fall in that waste, I think I'm done.
I think I referenced like Twin Peaks twice. That was the first reference.
Nice.
Good.
This room is fucking ridiculous.
What is it?
Okay.
The room where goo gets pressed.
Sponges just going up and down.
You know how there's all that green slime all over Black Mesa? This is where they produce it.
Setup is like when we were in this map, I was like, all right, Holly, I want everyone to split up after the betrayal and I slowly encounter you guys. Come up with like a mini boss.
Yeah, like the entire direction I was given was basically just Wayne going, "Hey Holly, do you want to be a boss fight?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, I do."
Yeah. And then at some point, Gur was like, "Can I have a voice clip of Holly saying hello, Gordon?" And at that moment, I was like, "Oh, I know. Oh."
It was so loud. I wanted to wait a bit before I started shooting. It was so loud I couldn't hear you telling me to start shooting.
Yeah, it was like I edited the volume for like the viewer's experience.
Yeah, so we have an add-on on the server that lets you take any like enemy NPC and like replace their model and give them a specific weapon to spawn with.
Which, as you can see with these ones, there's clearly something wrong.
Yeah, so we changed them to like the Coomer model, and we gave them the SWEP that Gur made, which when you pull the trigger, it just goes, "Hello, Gordon."
Okay, that actually is something I didn't understand. Yeah. I thought you guys were cloaked in this room spamming the SWEP. I didn't realize that the Combine... That's fucking great. I didn't realize the Combines would actually pull... They're actually pulling the trigger on the Coomer SWEP that just goes, "Hello, Gordon."
Combine NPCs disguised as Mew feudally trying to gun you down with a weapon that cannot do damage.
They also, because they're stuck, to hit you. Because they're stuck in the scientist body, it also means that they're stuck in the scientist animation set. So they can't sprint, they can't aim their guns. That's why they all walk up to me and just surround me and start saying, "Hello, Gordon." Like, it's fucking great. This is also one of my favorite Tommy character moments, is like I'm literally breaking down and like freaking out. The combined with the real panic attack, I think it was great. And like I have this totally straightforward, serious, like almost crying moment, and then his response, Italian chef.
Do you want a soda?
Chef's kiss.
And they couldn't see me do this, where I just like slumped to the floor and lay down because I was in gorilla pose, which you'll probably see in the behind the scenes.
Oh my god, a first aid kit. Please
So
don't tell me
Holly was waiting around the corner as a ragdoll to pop up and do a bit once we get there.
Please. No.
We emptied out that health station.
Yeah. There's Holly. And Wayne walks right over her.
I literally step on him. This is amazing. I want to point out something that some people noticed. When Holly unragdolls, she like loses track of where I am.
Yeah. There was like a moment of like internet stuttering, and also I was just disoriented by the unragdoll.
Shouts out as well to Aquacycle, who made the Coomer boss battle theme like unprompted, and then I found it while I was editing, and I was just like, "Hey, can we use this? This is fucking awesome!" I was very happy.
It was very cool.
God, another totally unplanned thing is the way that Tommy shoots you, totally coats you in blood with no reaction from you, is so good.
I see you encountered my clones.
The head tilt.
Now, Gordon, it's only safe to warn you, I felt everything they felt.
I love this for a reason.
Just so you know.
God, that line is so good. What's the reason?
Wait.
Oh, I'm quite aware. Fine shooting, Tom.
You putting down the plot point that you feel everything the clones feel is fucking awesome. That someone pointed out in the comments. Every time Coomer kills a Coomer clone, he shoots himself in the face and feels it.
Yes!
It's fucking great.
Yes! Yes! Longing to feel something.
A lot of like the like nothing criticism we get is like people like watching this as if it was a let's play. It's like I don't think you're at the right place.
This scene also has a very good background visual of Tommy. Like, Bob was bored because the scene didn't involve him, so Tommy, in his childlike manner, just starts running circles.
Pop it open.
Do you mean this button? Oh shit!
That sound effect timing was so good.
Why would that button work like that? Why would there be a button to just shatter the glass instead of, like, opening it?
Just in case.
Not a clue.
Just in case.
Black Mesa fucking sucks. It's the stupidest thing.
It was really funny.
I tried to like chase you into the corner. That looked perfect. So the first one was like very obvious that you were no clipping into the room, but like I tried to chase you down and like confront you and like nope, you just fucking like slide through the floor.
I'm hiding. Hey, I gotta be like a pussy right now. It's not befitting of me, but
Dr. Pussy.
Killed everybody.
Yeah, we all just stopped in our tracks.
Yeah.
Fine work, Dr. Pussy was an amazing line. Oh shit, that's not where it starts.
Hey, I remember that.
So, like I was talking about, the Dr. Pussy joke floors me, and then immediately...
Look just like the thing in the diner from Star Wars: The Clone Wars.
God.
can't stand up.
I had to cut how long I was like dry heaving over that.
Please, I need that.
What? So your one of Bubby's catchphrases is just "oh yes" or "oh yes."
Oh yes.
Is that something that they say, or is that just something that
No,
you latched onto?
That's just like my favorite little bit from the fucking Deus Ex recut video.
Yeah.
I take it he was agreeable.
Oh yes.
Has he been infected?
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Right.
Oh yes.
I'm gonna rob a bank. If I can get through all of this, I can rob a bank without being caught.
Dalp says something even funnier later in this episode.
Let's rob a fucking bank after this.
Please tune in for the very special HLVRAI special where all the characers get back together to rob a bank.
It's gonna be great. It's live action this time with a real bank.
We're going to rob a real bank, and if you snitch on us, I'll be so sad.
No one could hear it.
And I just died.
This is fucking great. This is fucking great for a number of reasons. This whole sequence, when you ragdoll, when you ask to be caught, because you're sitting, the game doesn't actually consider you like in a proper animation. So like you immediately T-pose above where you were, and then you fall down, which just looked fucking amazing the way you collapsed. And then once we get down there and you stand up, I love what the NPC does. The NPC's logic is amazing here, where it starts shooting at you too.
Now, Gordon, it's very important to note if you enter this room without a pita bread, defense systems will activate. It's a good thing we all brought our snacks.
You brought your snacks, right?
Holly has the incredible ability to like pronounce quotes over things, and it's great.
The map design, like I just have to go back to how much I fucking hate Black Mesa. Like, the map design in lore, in canon, what the fuck is this room? What is the fucking point? What is the fucking point of this?
You got one of these?
Scorpy did not have his passport equipped.
Not knowing how to
Yeah,
spawn.
I did.
It took him like 15 seconds.
Oh my god. You guys are fun.
I know I do.
You got
I don't know if I can believe
This is like a fucked up moment for Gordon as a character, just because like this is confirmation that you guys weren't fucking around, and that he's in way deeper in over his head than he thought.
It turns out the clown shoes hell world you've been living in is real.
Yeah, it's real.
It also worked out really well that you saw mine last.
Yeah.
What's your last name?
Tommy Colada.
Yeah.
It looks like he's missing an eye here, and I love it.
I don't know my last name, but it was I was in a Dunkin' Donuts and I just looked around.
The way I swerve here is both like panic attack, lightheadedness, and also this is just making me laugh so hard that I couldn't stand still.
What'd you do? Write your name too many times on the blackboard, idiot?
I'm like, still gets me every time I hear it.
That's so fucking funny. My one instruction for how Benny would act post betrayal was just make fun of me for losing my arm as much as you can and as often as you can, and he did it so well.
Some precursor name. Tommy Bahama was one I came up with.
I'm so
even
sad we
that
didn't
was
use
too
Tommy
cool.
Bahama.
So I wanted something tropical, but dumb.
Like
So I
Coolada.
picked a drink from Dunkin' Donuts.
It's so good. In the background, like Scorpy walking up and just being like, "Look, it's so good."
Okay.
We had the idea
get that
that Tommy would be G-Man's son because they look the same. Like,
It was like- okay, yeah,
they
to
both have
talk about that a
square
little.
heads. They have the same haircut, and I had that. And like at some point, like we were just all in the voice call, like before this act was actually recorded, and I just kind of I got the idea, ran over to my mic. I was like, Tommy needs to be G-Man's son. Yeah,
I saw a couple people that thought it was Coomer, which is really funny because Coomer is an old man.
Coomer's older than
My
G-Man.
boy, my beautiful baby boy.
My beautiful baby boy.
Jay Schlatstan says G-Man actually stands for government man. No, it stands for Goodman.
It stands for Gregory Man. That's his real name.
And then coming up here is absolutely my favorite joke of Gur's in the whole
I
series.
know it's dangerous ahead, Gordon, but we
Yeah, I say that a lot, but this is the funniest thing Gur did to me. It still kills me. I didn't even notice it in the moment. Just watch.
Die. Die. Die.
Are you good?
You can't kill him.
Gur's like talking to the NPC who just randomly
Let's
starts.
go. We gotta be close. Open the way.
The Half-Life NPCs, are like fucked up in that like it didn't even take damage. It just got a little bit upset, and every single thing, like anything that started happening after it was mad, would just start making him go, no, stop.
I hate this. One of my pet peeves is more than one person in a fucking revolving door.
I know! This bit was legitimately frustrating. And the fact that this revolving door, which is not supposed to be a problem in Half-Life 1, was a legitimate obstacle for our team.
This was the funniest thing to follow the G-Man.
Frustrated, I just shoot the glass.
Like this super serious scene.
She just falls over for no reason.
I shouldn't do this.
Here's me forgetting God mode again.
This is great though. I love this sequence. Just get fucking yeeted, just blasted. Benry like trying to like flash his ID like a cop's badge at a fucking helicopter. So good, so good. And like the fact that Gmod aiming will make him move the passport up like he's actually trying to show it to it, and then he believes him saying thank you so much. He believes that was his doing.
It was great.
Turbine sucks.
What? What?
Cool, right?
Cool, right?
Love it.
It looks a bit shit.
Love it.
It's pretty cool, Gordon.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
And again,
Subtitles sliding behind the door.
You're a little clumsy boy, aren't you? Lost your hand there, did ya?
did you?
Someone was mad in the comments, I think, on this video, where they were like, God, they keep reusing the underwater joke. It's just like, you have to go in the water in the game. Like,
Yeah, what else are you gonna do?
it. Yeah.
I didn't realize until now how good it looked when I just suicided in midair.
Oh yeah, it looks fucking amazing. This is one of my favorite falling deaths in the game.
The surface tension just fucking kills you immediately.
Did you make
it? It looks like you were trying to dive.
Going
like
for
too
the
late.
No.
World's final belly. This
Coomer, I love you, but no.
But I thought you were a nasty little sewage boy.
the lighting here is so fucking grim.
Aren't you?
I appreciate your
That's like, I think that's the
love
only
the way-
instance of Dr. Cooper just doing something just completely inexplicably gross.
Well, there's the racehorse bit next door.
The part where he drinks piss off the floor.
Yeah, no,
It
but
wasn't piss. It was intestinal fluid.
The order Caryophyllales. The word cactus derives through Latin from
The last time that you had a Wikipedia moment with like the chair thing, I did like that complicated like fade in of like chopping it up and having it happen really quickly. This one I was just like lazy. I was just like, no, I'll just leave in the whole thing. And because also I think the image of just like me glancing like the helicopter's still flying overhead while you're doing all of this.
I like the image of everyone just like sitting while I'm giving this fucking cactus lesson while the chopper is flying above.
Yeah, Gordon just doesn't question it at all. Like,
cactus hour.
your lives are in danger, and then suddenly Dr. Coomer starts giving a cactus lesson, and everyone's like, well, all right.
This is one of my favorite antagonistic moments.
That's no big deal. I think you should calm down.
So fucking dismissive, so fucking rude. Did you see how the head crab spun there?
Yeah.
I just noticed that.
You spent some
Holy shit! This was so good.
Yeah, this whole section I was getting like 9 FPS.
I'm surprised it ran
So I
for me.
don't
It was
talk-
actually pretty smooth. This was like highlight of the episode for me was the skeleton jet. The way this works is like these jets don't exist in the map right there. They are in the skybox, right? Like they're
So
in the
Gur-
skybox.
Yeah, so Gur discovered, like, essentially the whole other side of this canyon and the jets are in the skybox. And they just kind of move across the screen and do that effect, and they show up in game. Gur realized that they're solid and you can sit on them doing this. And this was like a
So I
day
was like,
before.
oh shit, you know what we have to do here, guys.
Yeah, so
And it,
we
like-
were like, what would be the funniest thing to be sitting on this fucking airplane? And we're like, skeleton. And I was like, okay, cool. So I changed into a skeleton and I got up there just to do exactly this.
This would have
There
been
was a
so
bit-
easy for me to miss, and I'm so
There
glad
was-
that I didn't.
We
and I
were
looked at the whole
praying that
thing.
you were looking for. We were
Yeah.
praying.
I mean, it is really high. It's quite frightening.
Yeah.
Tommy just like, I don't think Valve had any idea that it looked like this, but he's literally like off the edge.
Why would I do it if it's stupid?
This is a massive cliff. Nobody would ever jump off of this.
Exactly.
And then
Yeah, what do you
doing a setup?
I love slapstick.
this is the most profound moment in the series. It is so fucking good.
Some rockets. Bobby, you can do it with an RPG.
I didn't reduce the volume in the editing here because I felt like you should get the authentic experience.
You were right too.
Incredibly loud.
So loud.
I'm not even moving at this point. I just couldn't do anything.
It's fucked up everyone's FPS.
Everyone.
This was probably what was killing your computer.
That's just the source engine struggling to keep up with all the sounds playing at once. It starts grinding them to a paste.
Yeah.
God, the circle.
That's because that's the bottom.
Okay.
It's like a satanic sigil.
You fell on the kill button.
Thank you. Are those gone?
And then Holly pulls that, saying, I use my extendo arms to save you, which in Act 4, it's edited out of the video, but I kept using that anytime I fell off the map. I was just like, Dr. Coomer, grab me with your extendo arms.
And then I would teleport him to safety.
Like, I would like to drop what this was. So we started hearing this noise, this fucking blaring, at which point I had no idea what was going on. We turned the corner, and there is the helicopter heap, now affectionately named. No one did this. Like, this was not like, so there are so many points in which like Mike spawned an NPC in a funny way and it was good. In the moment, I was like, oh, Mike is really fucking around now. No, this is just Half-Life Source being fucked up. This is the spawn point for the helicopters, I guess, and it was trying to summon them infinitely. So at this point, we all move in and we start like, well, everybody but me starts attacking it. Like Holly's hammering it with rockets and just blasting away at this time,
I am standing right next to it with the removal tool gun and trying to remove them as fast as possible.
Yeah, we're trying to remove them.
And like they do slowly start dissipating. Like he is making progress, but then once they're almost all gone, like you can see they just start coming back.
Like 3 of them, and then they
never stop.
They start coming out again.
It's just regenerating the fucking helicopter. The cycle re-begins, and like
there was a map trigger that was like fucked up. So there was something that told it to spawn a helicopter, but there was nothing to tell it to stop.
Yeah.
Hey, what happened to your arm?
That was fucking. That got me so bad in the moment because it had been like 2 hours since you lost it, and Scorpio just goes,
Looks like
"Yo,
you
what
fucked
happened?"
up there, huh?
What can I do to... Did you just try to kiss
kiss?
me?
Yes.
Huh?
What was that noise?
Ben, you'll just have to kiss him after we leave.
Save the
You'll
loving for
just
later.
have to kiss Dr. Freeman after the test.
Here, I want to give a little background on that.
Yeah, Gur, give the background to what that is.
That.
I was in that Google Hangout call with the guy who does the scientist voices in Black Mesa, and that was specifically something that he had said and cracked everybody the fuck up. Because he said it in character. He said it with like a voice filter on and everything.
Like I said, Tommy, you're de facto leader. Tommy, which
Those
way
are my
to go?
favorite
Okay,
jokes about Tommy's
picking that
age
way.
here.
I don't know why the child gets to lead us.
He's 36.
A mere
He's
child.
very brave.
both like
So brave.
It constantly goes back and forth of who thinks Tommy is actually 36 and who thinks Tommy is a child too. It's one of my favorite running gags in the series. Is like I'm pretty sure the last time that was referenced, I was the one calling him a kid, and you guys were like, "The man's 36, Gordon."
Well, he's like,
and then
you gotta remember, he's like 50 years younger than Bubby.
Yeah, you gotta remember
is
that
true.
Bubby and
But then
Coomer are
so
both
is
like
Gordon.
old as time itself.
Bob was so hung up on the Powerade.
This bit's so good.
I'm dying out here.
Just doesn't miss a fucking beat with that. Just walks up and instantly executes the mercy kill.
Boondock Saints, this poor man.
Benry is the last man you want to encounter on the battlefield.
Yeah, no.
Henry is the last man you want to encounter in the desert.
Barbed wire. Oh, come on. We can't even crouch low enough. We just gotta put our necks in it.
I like you all acknowledging that your necks just went through it.
That's
I didn't realize it
You
looked
are
like
not
that.
army crawling under that.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet
Nice to meet you.
Hey, nice to meet you. He's just talking to that Tommy clone there.
Hey,
His reaction is so like real and matter of the fact, but at the same time
like,
non-concerned.
oh, shit.
Like this is like this reaction here
He
is like
spilled the glass of water.
reacting to it's like reacting to dropping a plate in the
Yeah,
kitchen.
he just spilled something.
Oh shit.
Hey, can we have like someone on final question?
That was on purpose.
You see that?
A gag I never got
Do you
tired
see
of in
that
editing
fucking
is just like
skeleton, or
cutting
is it-
music
is it-
when
is
someone
it
blows
too
something
late for
up
me?
or like someone dies.
Oh, sorry?
Someone in chat says Wayne looks like a crab.
He is a crab.
You know how it is.
Tasty.
This is me like...
Oh yeah, this is the part where it took me 2 minutes to get
At this
into this
point,
pipe.
we didn't realize that, or I didn't realize that this was like an actual glitch with the VR mod, so I'm like, maybe he can make it? Like, he almost did there, and I'm like, oh, okay.
I love this visual of me getting fucking blended.
Yeah.
Like,
There's an entrance in your suit, Dr. Freeman, and I want in.
you had the tool gun spawning them.
Yeah, I had to like spawn them on the fly,
you
otherwise they would
Yeah,
shoot our
you couldn't
friends.
because you wanted to. You didn't want to have them right off the bat, too.
Yeah.
I love the kill feed. I
I
love the kill feed. That's something that you
lot of
can't
them
see
die.
in VR. That's so good. My phone just repeated a reminder from a month ago now. Tommy's sitting on Vin Diesel's
they're
lap
to your right.
33 days ago. Why are you telling me this now?
That's
Well, you know.
If I shoot you once, you should die.
Okay, now.
Hang on.
He just walked over you.
Surprise attack, Gordon!
So that's how it actually looked.
Where the fuck to go in here?
It's kind of a
never did.
circle. It's a loop, and then you end.
This part.
So anyway, did you know that Half-Life 1 is not a very
99%.
good game?
I cut 99% of this
Half-Life
conveyor
1 isn't
belt
a good
bullshit
game.
out. Like, this room is so... I fucking hate it. Horrible design.
Half-Life 1's not a good game.
It's a good game. It just hasn't.
I think it's a
aged
good
well.
game with a lot of bad parts.
Gordon, he's right here on the floor.
Hold
Dead
on,
as
ask
the
for his
doornail.
passport. Ask for his passport.
Hey, you got one of these? Oh fuck, I don't have it.
Going to these?
Oh God!
I did this
yeah.
like 3 minutes in advance just to prepare.
Not down there.
Did you sit here and wait?
Over here in the rock.
Yeah, I fucking sat here and waited because I was going to make sure this moment
Up
fucking
close,
went
they
off
look
without
like-
a hitch.
They look like model sets. It's fucking
They are.
great.
I don't know.
Because that's not the HLVRAI song.
Anyway.
The song that plays there when you walk through.
Fine footwork, Gordon. My chest is gonna explode.
Alright, tell Wayne
Here
to
it is.
slow down. Hold on. I wonder if he wants to keep streaming.
Rocket!
Oh my god, what the fuck?
What?
What the fuck?
What is that noise?
What
Whatever that is,
happened?
made me lag.
It's just 7 million helicopters. Who did that? What is this? I'm ready for these.
Get rid of
It's
him.
incredibly
Get rid of him
loud.
It was! I was talking out of character in this bit.
What the fuck? I can't even remove them. So they just stopped working at a certain point. I just couldn't remove them.
Type Z. Press Z.
I didn't do this.
Press Z.
I didn't make these. No. Okay, there we go. I didn't make these. They just keep spawning. Something's broken with the map.
Oh, we have to get out of here.
Yeah, we have to get out of here. That's my favorite moment.
Actually run away from the thing.
Yeah, I think this is just Gur's like legitimate distress of like we need to get out of here.
The Wozella Steam page is full of Hello Gordon comments.
We've done it.
Yes.
We've done it.
Anything related to this series is full of shit. Why can't you see us?
I don't know. Because of Gary's mod.
You're just like flickering in and out of existence.
Sounds?
Oh no, those noises are at the end.
That-
I cut
you
it out of the
hurting
video.
yourself.
The at the end, I lie down to go to bed and I hit my head on my desk.
Fucking myself over.
No.
Guys, so
Try to clear out the room.
No. Please.
All right.
And that's
And
where
that's
the video.
Oh, ABGN.
Howdy. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Oh god. Make my life normal! Make it normal!
Of course the skeleton runs the stacks. Let me get a pack of Milk Duds and a popcorn with extra butter. They got Wikipedia at the... What? Thank
Sure
you.
looks like candy to me.
Okay.
Please keep the
You're a clumsy
line
little
moving.
dingus, aren't you?
Oh, little Butterfinger boy.
I'm sorry.
I wonder how it ends.
I don't know. I think you know how it ends.
I win.
Roll the fucking movie. I think we're about ready. I think we are
To be
about ready.
candid, I have a stomach ache, but I'm ready.
Oh
I'm sorry to hear
no!
Pulp's got indigestion.
No,
No.
it's not indigestion.
That is indigestion. Okay, okay. If you have a stomach ache and it's not indigestion, what's causing it?
I don't know. That's why I'm worried.
Indigestion.
Tummy just hurt, man.
We did this 3 times. Whenever we started the stream, I played this TF2 intro, much to everyone's excitement. People fucking loved it when we aired this. It was awesome. I was so happy to see the reaction. But what happened is, you know, I'll talk about it after the TF2 intro because it's relevant to what... It's not the TF2 intro that went wrong. It was everything after it. All right, let's go ahead.
Everything.
It was everything.
After it.
So what I did for this bit is like I spliced together the first recording and then the third attempt, which was when we kept going. This is what you're seeing here. This is the third. This is the third version.
Oh yeah, the third one where we finally got it right. My internet went out.
Yeah, Ollie's internet went out. We were like struggling to keep Wayne from wandering into the fucking This room, you see all those mines, you touch one of those, everything explodes and everyone's vision goes white and you have to reset. You have to restart the whole
because in the
fucking
game
map.
you blow up a nuke which kills you and destroys Black Mesa. So we had to skip this. We had to skip this entire moment because managing to get 6 people through here and one of those players being in VR would have been fucking impossible. It wouldn't
literally.
This was so starting these streams is always the hardest part because it's the part where your head is still in the space of like, oh god, thousands of people are watching and we have to do jokes now. So like that, not knowing what Log was going to do, my head was prepared like, okay, I'm gonna go down there and we're gonna make all kinds of cybernetics jokes, whatever the fuck that is. And then he tells me that he's a potion maker, and I was flipped I got my lid flipped. Shit was difficult.
In any other dumb comedy, it'd just be like a shitty like 90s comedy gag. But like the idea of someone putting their lips to a barrel and being forced to drink the entire thing.
To drink
really
a whole fucking
funny.
barrel. You know how many gallons these barrels are standardly? I think it's 45.
Drink up.
Don't you tell me.
You know how I know that?
Sucking, buddy.
How?
There's an Amazon listing for a 45-gallon barrel of lube.
Lube. Yes, I forgot about that listing.
Did you buy it?
That's the only time I've ever had to think about how many gallons are in an oil barrel. In the stream, this moment was me pressing a button that made OBS cut to black so that we had 50 seconds to so that we would have 50 seconds to change my model to the one where I no longer have a wound and I could get my minigun out. I told Gur that, okay, Gur, so you have to slay me so that my model changes, because in Gary's mod, your model does not change until you die. So what I said is, okay, Gur, in game, I'm going to gesticulate at you. I'm just gonna like wave my arms around all crazy, and that means slay me. So I'm like, okay, I get everything ready that I need to do. And I go up to Gur and I'm like trying to silently tell him that the screen is black, it's time to slay me. And I'm just like waving my arms in front of him like fucking crazy for 30 seconds, and he's just standing there staring at me. And I'm like literally like in my head internally screaming because I'm like, dude, you didn't do it. So I just fucking equipped the gun and we went on with it with the wound.
To my credit, all I saw was you waving your arms, making noises. I thought it was part of the bit. I forgot that was how you were trying to indicate.
That's what we agreed upon. All I saw was you waving your arms. I said when I wave my arms, I'm
sorry, but you were on the ground going, waving your fucking arms around, and that's supposed to be like, oh yes, he wants me to change his model. I had so much shit to remember for this fucking stream.
We were all dealing with a lot, all at the same time.
I love this line.
We've only tested this on a mouse.
Okay. All right.
Tell you this, but we're working on an evil flavor.
What do you mean evil? I got a
I didn't
YouTube
even
comment.
notice the drop shadow you put on that one.
Yeah, someone was like mad that we didn't elaborate on what that meant, and I was just like, "What the fuck do you want me to say, man? How do we explain that?"
You want to take a look?
Oh, are you talking about the J?
Yes, I'm talking about the
Thanks.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
It's milk, bro.
It's milk, bro.
What's
Oh, I forgot that you deleted the part where you died.
So look at this J. This is an uppercase J that I had to manually scale down and move down every time Log said a word that had a J in it, because Log picked this font and I only noticed this problem by the time like that I was like halfway done with this. And lowercase J's would like hang like a foot lower than the rest of the text and merge to the letter next to them, and it looked so fucking bad, and I had to fix every single one, and you said so many words that had J in it, and I hate you. But then
why did
I
you
didn't know.
do that?
Why didn't you go with the first font that I showed you that were just pictures of celebrities' faces?
Because you can't type words with that one. I got to point out one of my favorite things of just unplanned goodness in the series is you guys coordinated accidentally saying whoa at the exact same time with the exact same inflection. It sounds amazing. You like harmonize with each other. Whoa!
Who got a kill streak?
We spent so long just watching you fail this platforming section.
The clank noise.
Oh, you were calling him Dexter. Oh, dude. Hey, you're gonna blow my new arm
This is one of my.
off.
Sometimes people will say like, "Oh, why don't you guys make more series and more games where you don't use VR, but like you guys are just doing the funny improv thing?" And this scene is the perfect example of why I refuse to do that, because the VR acting and is most of the time accidental, but it's fucking amazing. The way
so
Holly
much.
shoots the second rocket at me is like the funniest thing to me. Where it just like whizzes over my shoulder, like it grazed my ear. So this was something Gur was very excited to do.
I've had this planned for a hot minute.
He didn't tell any of us about this.
Nope.
Gur just said like at some point I'm gonna draw your attention. I'm gonna do something. It worked amazingly. We all just gave you the stage. We went quiet. We didn't know how to add to it. It was already too good.
No, the rest of us were quiet because we were fucking howling our laughing.
Yep.
I kept this moment in because you genuinely like mesmerized me for some reason.
I don't think it's working.
It's my power to do this every day.
Benry, where the fuck are you? Get back here, Benry. Get back here, Benry. Can you not go out of our sight? I don't trust you.
Scorpio was on a fucking roll this whole
Yeah.
session.
We're going through a silly straw.
We had this idea because we knew that there was a garage coming up. Gur actually, so you'll remember later on, there's a part in Zen where like Gur just like turns into a car. He took the time to make this fun little pack, and the joke was like I was gonna turn a corner and he was gonna be in that, and the pack was actually gonna be different. It was gonna have each of the characters inside his tiny little minivan, and they were just gonna like drive away from me and leave me alone, and you're just gonna say like, "Well, tough noogs, sorry."
What's up, Tommy?
The way the pack worked, when I sat down, I was like looking into the inside of the hat. I couldn't see shit.
It was in your... From my camera perspective, I got the best seat. Being in the back and the center was perfect.
Removes by me. I did not plan that at all.
And we both make the mistake that you just go backwards, and like I was like, yeah, we're making progress. And it's
You'll
like,
see
wait,
this in my footage. I was yelling and I'm like, no, you're going the wrong way. Gur, you're going the wrong way. Gur, you're rubbing the wrong way.
we're going to the moon. If you see out of the corner of my eye here, Holly pulls out a fucking RPG and shoots the car. I was looking.
I was thinking, okay, Wayne can't get out of it. How can we force him out of it? We can destroy the car. And I forgot that you can just like right-click things in Gmod and erase them. So I was like,
well, what's the quickest way to blow up a car? Well, I got this grenade launcher. I got this rocket launcher.
And I just looked away. I just looked away every time you fired it, so I thought the engine was just exploding. I was also much more concerned with trying to figure out what button to press.
When before we went live, Gur and I were just going around the map, testing stuff out. And at one point, Gur was like, "Hey, Holly, come over here. I found something really good that we can use." And we went to the radio. And when you get to the radio, I think the guy on the radio is actually saying Cooper. Yeah. But because everything in Half-Life 1 is so goddamn bit crushed, it sounds like he's going, "Coomer, do you read me? Can you hear me, Coomer?" And we both just had the fucking psychic moment of going,
"Oh my god, he's talking to Dr. Coomer."
And it was then and there I decided,
oh, that's the ex-wife I keep talking about.
And so the lead up earlier where Dr. Coomer reveals, "Hey, I'm a code talker, I've got military experience," is because his ex-wife is in the fucking military. That's the joke.
And then that was totally overpowered because Scorpy was flooring me with, "We're scanning your feet." Just that fucking, oh man. This line, you guys were also mad at me for not understanding that this was the puzzle, and it's because I was so fixated on Scorpy's feet joke.
You can just see Gur quietly solving the puzzle while
just doing it, just getting us moving.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Standing your feet, dumbass.
What is this?
Henry's foot focus was so important.
That was partial, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I didn't know. Gur's a little bit really angry there.
I didn't know what this was. Because this moment is hypocritical to everything Bubby has ever done in this whole series.
If that is Benry, please just die. I do not want that man revived. Okay, do you understand?
Specifically.
Everyone.
We leave everyone behind. We've never saved anyone. And then you shoot this guy.
What was that?
We don't leave anyone behind. Immediately kills a civilian.
Nice work, Dr. Coomer.
I'm violent.
What is that?
Oh my god, that's so loud.
Tommy, use a louder.
Tommy just goes down quietly.
Yeah. It's nothing for Tommy.
Very calmly.
What?
I'll catch you with my big strong arms.
I'm not jumping.
I did it.
No, I went down.
I helped.
I did it.
Comment section got mad at me because we call this an Abram. It's not an Abram, apparently. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Tanks are, and I don't care. I just wanted to say J.J. Abrams.
Yeah, and I'm not into military shit. I don't know. All right,
here it is. The best part of this.
This was the most heavily coordinated part in the first segment of Act 4, and it went so wrong and so right at the same time. It was so goddamn funny.
It went exactly as it should have gone.
Welcome to the stage, Sunkissed. Welcome, Lauren. She's deafened.
Hello?
Is she here? Is she here?
I'm
She is here. Hi, Lauren. Welcome. Pack has an amazing feature where you can just import PNGs. And we had the idea, what if Sunkissed is just a fucking JPEG?
Yeah, we were planning stuff out, and we were like, man, we can't. There's no good dog.
I was like, how do we get a dog? And I was like, Gur, can someone find me the most Google Images ass PNG of a dog? Who found it? Because I had the idea to have it be a PNG, but I didn't find the picture. All right, yeah, I own the rights to this fucking dog.
We own this goddamn dog.
We had the idea of me playing some sort of animal or something that doesn't talk.
Oh yeah, you were gonna be like a
beginning.
head crab.
I was gonna be like a head crab at first, but then the whole Sunkiss thing came up, so I was like, I guess that's gonna be me.
This moment starts with the funniest fucking thing is the door closing. We took too long.
The door closes back.
Yeah,
we didn't know it auto closed.
You going
and
hello, goodbye, welcome
again.
Had me laughing so hard.
We didn't get the full setup, but the visual of the visual of a dog being surrounded by turrets that are in a small circle.
That's why it worked so well. 6 turrets for this one dog. He couldn't just hold a gun to its head. Yeah, in this moment,
I was so confused when this was happening.
We had a few loose sequences.
I'm gonna shoot the dog, but I'm completely far away from it.
I mean, this was what was supposed to happen. You weren't supposed to be on the same platform as the turrets. The crux of this gag is a constantly escalating predicament that just ramps up, just the ball gets passed back and forth between both sides just so rapidly that
the entire time this was happening, I was waiting for somebody to shoot the fucking turrets because we were setting that up for
The gag was the dog was immortal. Like, as we all knew.
And like the whole joke was this dog is immortal and they're gonna shoot these turrets at me, but nobody was doing it, so I walked out like, what the fuck do I do? I guess I walk out, and then immediately the turrets start firing, so I guess
which
I
was fucking perfect, which was the most slapstick ass shit that could have happened. It was amazing.
This is a situation where one desperate man is holding all the chips, and then he loses them, and then he gets them back.
But yeah, we had the whole point of moving the elevator down is that like the gag we had in mind was this long distance negotiation of like, okay, I want Scorpion to go as far as we can where the proximity audio will still work, and it's just like we're just shouting at each other.
Yeah, someone who's still holding all the cards but isn't able to play them correctly.
Yep.
Just turning around.
My brain was just kind of like confused the entire time.
I mean, you had nothing better to do than just sit there.
Exactly, I didn't.
Just get that one single bark. I love how each bark leaves a remnant. There's a proof. There's proof that a bark happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, the teal dot on top
undeniable
was just like.
proof that I barked.
You're at a loss here. You lost your advantage.
This was me saying, Scorpion, I'm about to teleport. You say something funny.
The dog's immune to bullets.
Wait, hold on.
What? We're finally here.
I was like, there was a gag that I wanted to do with Sunkiss that never happened because originally there's a bit where like there's a tank and a big like road where I wanted Forza to be standing on. We would be outside, and I wanted a gag where like Tommy was showing off Sunkiss's abilities and was like, "Go boy, fetch!" And I wanted like Lauren to no clip like into the skybox and just like twinkle out like Team Rocket blasting off and then like fly back in from space. But we didn't get to do that, unfortunately.
Oh,
Seriously.
yeah.
I regret not doing more with Sunkiss. I'm so sorry, guys.
It's okay. There's always the next series where Sunkiss will definitely return.
All stories all books about dogs are sad.
The hotted boobs are. We killed them. Those are the last boobs, Dr. Coomer.
Don't be disrespectful. What a crass thing to say, Gordon. People have died down here.
I was trying very hard not to laugh while saying that.
Gordon, titty, boob, huge fuck.
This was just panic on my part. I didn't know what else to say.
It was worth it. I was expecting to be like I was like, yeah, we should have one more thing like hotted boobs up ahead, and you did it.
Kissing the panel? I didn't.
He was done opening the door.
The backflip.
Goodbye.
Barely made it. Holes? It's called a grate.
Holes.
It's called a grate.
Coomer's getting his ass blasted in that scene. I just realized.
I don't. What is that?
It's so quiet.
It's the radiation beams from that platforming puzzle. Look at that. It like is on your butt. Coomer ass blast moments.
Nobody
Coomer's
really
getting
acknowledged
with you.
it.
What?
Hey, come back here for a second. Come back. Let's go. Let's distance ourselves from the
Gordon fucked up an evil moment.
Hey, and we're back.
And that was just editing.
Oh
like,
my God.
It was actually a few
Oh
minutes.
my god, this fucking.
This is in my footage, yeah.
It was a few minutes before he came back. Like there was a bunch more like platforming and ladder bullshit, but I just edited like, oh, he's there, and the camera angles worked perfectly.
I like the cut of this man's gym.
You are smart.
This dude gets like fucking
I didn't see this
obliterated.
happen.
And this room, like, I do a little bit where I was like, hey, this is the first time I've been alone with NPCs. If you see a bunch of guys that are saying weird shit, you're gonna die. You need to get out of there. Of course, they didn't listen to me. And then this shit, earlier I was talking about Brandon's, like, physical VR swing. That's what happens here, too.
You open the door, please?
I, like, couldn't move.
Yeah. Get out of the way, please.
Just trying to, like, lightly nudge him and it fucking kills him.
I didn't do that.
We found out that you can swap NPCs models, like with the Half-Life 1 scientist, and you can fuck with their animation, so it'll either take the Half-Life 1 scientist animation on a different NPC or the other way around, which is
that's what we did for my boss fight.
That's what we did for the
Yes. The other way around where we made them fast zombies. Fast zombie torsos specifically.
That didn't have legs.
They wiggle their legs like scorpion tails. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
They're venomous predators.
And this is legitimately scary. This shit's fucked up.
He's told he asked for his credentials and he asked about PlayStation Plus.
Oh, PlayStation Plus is expensive. They ask for a lot every month.
He's asking about
I wanted a free month.
So you're
just like not hiding it either.
That was
Because to you,
partially
it's not a big
true,
deal.
'cause I actually wanted to get
Yeah,
Plus.
yeah. Scorpy mentioned as soon as we were done with this, he's like, "Yeah, my PlayStation Plus actually just ran out, so that's why it was on the mind so much."
Scorpy is literally
queue of
just
thoughts,
playing
man.
himself.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
this is just Scorpy.
Get down here.
Hey.
It's like a
That
fucking
noise-
rabid animal
that no-
frothing at the mouth because it sees meat that it wants to kill.
Yeah. In case you missed it, the scientist that's running the portal machine is a Coomer clone.
Yes,
so
you cannot see it.
as soon as Coomer enters the room, he just fucking sees blood, and we literally had to tell Holly like, you should definitely call attention to this, but like, you can't kill that guy. Like, he
It's the
needs to start
downside.
his trigger.
It's the downside of like
really
VR.
wanted to kill him right away.
That's one of the downsides of a VR perspective is that when something is far away, I can see it clearly because the screen's pressed up against my eyes. You guys can't see shit. It's just a dot in the recording. There's no way to get around that.
I eat the food personally.
Sucking their fingers for more. Italian fingers. You suck them.
Yeah,
I
I go to my
grovel those
Italian
fingers.
friend's house and I'm like, "Thanks for having me over, dude. Please allow me to suck on your fingers."
Labor of love. Like I said, guys, we were all in labor.
We were all so pregnant for this one.
Hug?
Okay.
Hug?
So I guess Bubby, we have to forget about him because we have.
I added like I didn't get to do it for every time he did it, but I wanted to like add like noises whenever he's like floating through space to like emphasize his size. I was only able to do it like there and like coming up here, I think.
Why is this my life?
Your persistent feed focus, Scorpy, really made the character. There were a few in particular that like we missed out on. Like during this part, I wanted him to occasionally shrink down and like just be like assume the form of little fucked up men and just follow us around and like nag us. But that didn't work.
Not Gordon. It's Gordon. It's you.
No, that's just a guy in an HEV suit. That ain't me.
Gordon, you're the.
There was potential here for like doing some fucked up timeline plot point.
3 of them back at the lab. You guys should have put those on.
But we didn't go that far.
That sounds
Put on the HEV suit.
It would have been very complicated.
We had enough to deal with already, man.
I love the way that you watch us in this fight, Scorpy. Like, Benry just slots into this room perfectly.
How are you so big?
I agree.
The response to "How are you so big?" I agree. Someone in the chat like pointed at something that Benry did and like my reaction and said, "Wayne, were you actually scared? Watch this."
And it makes our.
All right, let's go.
What is that sound effect?
That's from Half-Life 1.
Oh wow.
So yeah, some of the moments where Scorpio was like doing shit like that, like did surprise me. That one, like the first time surprised me a little bit, and then he went away, and then I legitimately wasn't expecting the second time, and it did scare me because the way he comes in. Let me rewind a sec. The way that he comes in towards me, it was completely unintentional. He is staring me in the eyes. He's literally making like perfect, like just a 90-degree angle, perfect fucking eye contact. It was amazing.
This part is us going like, "Oh yeah, we had some jokes that we want to do. Let's go ahead and slip them in while we have a chance."
Yeah.
Construction for their fucked up alien construction.
I think this is Tommy's first time swearing in the series.
Yeah, he swears one other time, but it always like astonishes people.
This all reminds
He
me
pays
of
a mortgage. He's allowed to swear.
What? What is happening?
Was that intentional? Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Where did I go?
Where did you go? What did you see?
That was good.
Shit's fucked, man. The rules of this place are different from ours, Gordon.
This was such a good time to bust out this gag.
Yes, there wasn't a better time.
So there's these like pills in Gary's mod that just turn you into like other NPCs. And we found the scientist ones, and we thought, hey, wouldn't it be funny if for one bit we just turn into one of those?
Like we said, this is the part where Scorpio gets to show up his mastery of Pack 3.
What is that? What is that?
And he just like flies in as this like super fucked up, like, I don't even know what to call it. Contortionist nightmare. And you want to know one of the best parts about this? Scorpy had to tone this down for the stream. The original form of these packs, the original forms of these packs, if you look at them, your screen will turn into a fucking light show nightmare, and you will hear a noise that's just like. This is a moment where I just had to leave so much silence because what Balp said here absolutely just had me astonished.
This is what life would be like if mammals evolved with moon shoes.
Again,
jumps for no reason.
Yeah, I jumped
The silence is us all laughing.
It is a real fucking what if life evolved in an infinite McDonald's type deal. Like
Anything else ever?
Something familiar.
Oh my god, something familiar.
It is weird how like in this like weird alien base they still have the same. We share the idea of barrels. They still need barrels.
Scorpio had another pack where whatever models he was using, its face would undulate in and out of itself, and you would hear two sounds. The sound from Fist of the North Star that would play whenever like a guy that Kenshiro just fucked up is exploding, which is like that high-pitched like and a sound
I think I
clip
can link it to them.
of Doug Dimmadome going blubber nuggets.
This is Scorpy's full potential.
This is the full unrestrained pack. Watch.
Oh my god.
What?
He's shining.
I mean, do you not hear
the noise?
Look at him.
Look at her.
I'm sure Scorpio can't hear us right now.
That fucking like squealing sound fucks me up so bad. That's so good.
So like I said, Scorpy is an auteur. He is a genius. He understands pack to a brilliant degree.
There are tears in my eyes.
I don't even know how to even scratch at. I don't even know where these settings are that Scorpy uses for pack 3.
As long as I'm by your side, Gordon, I'm ready for anything.
Same to you, man.
That's a lie.
You like went to put your hand on my shoulder, and it looks like you just fucking
it was a thumbs up.
my neck.
Why is this not freaking you guys
It was
out?
wait,
How are you
what?
guys keeping your cool
It was me giving you a thumbs up. Did I clip through you?
It looks like you did.
Same to you, man.
Kinda. That's the
It looks like
perspective.
you're just
I'm a
like
lot farther away
jamming
from you
your
than you
fingers
think.
right into my windpipe.
Shigan!
Kalima, just removing your heart.
Same to you, man.
Rob Lucci.
Die.
And I love Benry. Anytime he takes pictures of us, Benry has a photo album that he keeps for himself. He's got pictures of my feet,
memories,
pictures of this. Yeah,
it's memories.
He doesn't want to forget.
Despite being the villain, he's the most sentimental about it all.
Oh, this is the part where Caramel Dancing starts playing.
This question.
You woke up one day and realized everything around you was a lie, was fake. What would you do?
It was very good for the plot, but this was a question that I was not prepared to come up with a good answer with. So I cut away as if I was just stricken speechless, and frankly, that was better because my actual answer was like, play in the space, and I don't know what the fuck that meant.
He said take control.
Take control, play in the space. It's a video game. I want to play it. Edgar was just like, that's dumb, and it just like ruined the moment. So I was like, okay, this doesn't need to be in the final cut.
Wayne had to cut a lot, and it's good that he did because the video is edited. If you haven't watched like the full stream of this one, I implore you to watch it because there are so many good bits that got cut. For instance, Wayne had like this really like profound like if it hadn't been for you, Tommy, I would have been dead back at Black Mesa. Like you are integral to the team. And Bel's response is, "What? I couldn't hear you. There's all this gas here."
Yeah, he's standing in like a geyser.
He's standing on a vent.
A lot of people were really mad that you cut me saying my penis weenus is tingle wingles.
I've explained this. We've talked about this on these commentary streams before. When you said that, that was the one thing any of you did in the entire series where it was like, you just took it too far. You should not have said that. I just like, and it's for me, I guess it's a personal bias. I've never liked my penis weenus. Like I just like get that out of here.
It.
I don't like penis weenus.
Why my penis weenus, of course.
I've always fucking loved that.
Yeah.
I like
knew
it.
this was gonna happen.
What?
This,
What do you
like,
mean you knew this was gonna happen?
you just gave Scorpy fucking carte blanche to say whatever he wanted.
I literally told
all
him
of it.
What I wanted
All
out
of
of
it is
this
gold.
was I said, Scorpy, you're the villain. This is your pre-boss fight monologue. I want you to monologue about your, and I literally did, like, I would say air quote motives, because you can feel free to get as fucked up and just as dumb with this as possible. And Scorpy, something that you said prior to the stream that scared me was like, you said like, hey Wayne, and I was like, yeah, and you're like, is it okay if I get really like not safe for work with the monologue? And I was like, what does that mean? There's kids watching this. And he was like, you said, what were you right? But like the dick slip was kind of not safe for work, but like you had some other ideas, didn't you? Like
I just remember that one. I don't know if I had other ones.
I couldn't remember you said something to me along the lines of like talking about like slobbing on my dick or something like that. Like,
I don't remember.
I don't remember saying
I don't remember that
you
at
said
all.
something.
I think that's
know.
coming from somewhere personal.
Not in the
Wayne
series.
Radio false memory moments.
So we have a channel in our Discord called Haley Joel Osment. It's a Scorpy that only Scorpy's allowed to talk in, and it's pretty much just reserved for him saying things like "I'm a great cool" and posting pictures of Rocco Bodie at lower and lower resolutions. The one that's his avatar, you can go see it there. Let me read you some posts from Haley Joel Osment. The first 8 posts are pictures of Rocco. Then he says, "Some of you might get sad, some might don't. I feel good. I like everything. It's just had on Momoa, who is Chisel. I'm a great pool. I'm in my pants. Ahaha. Why I have sock pens. Lean meat the healthies. Shat striped jeans. As I child. Like it's just. And he posts in here like once, a few times a year. You accidentally do something coming up in a minute.
I got Heavenly Sword, new game out.
New game.
I don't think it's for a while, actually. I think I'm misremembering.
Not a ripoff of God of War.
Not a ripoff of God of War.
You bob your head in sync with what you're saying, and it looks fucking amazing. That happens whenever you move, right? Like,
yeah, I think it's whenever I move or whenever I like look around.
There's like a chance that
my
he'll
mouse
like wiggle
was,
his head.
I wasn't touching my mouse for most of that.
Scorpy has apparently been sneaking YouTube downloader into most things that he works on.
Scorpy works with like professional ass like companies, like and makes videos for them, and like he'll have like YouTube downloader.exe. Like, didn't you say you had like you were making like a fake computer console and you had it like run YouTube downloader.exe and HLVRAI.exe or something like that, right?
Yeah, I did it like a social media ad for Diesel, like the clothing company.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, we just want like a computer startup, so I'm just like launching YouTube downloader.
We need to understand.
I don't understand.
So I didn't have a big plan. I was supposed to be nice, but you forced me to be bad, so I'm gonna be bad.
So I'm gonna be bad.
Another amazing head tilt.
How did I force
The big plot is slowly unraveling before our eyes. Look at this.
That's such a good thing for a character in the story to say.
Ollie.
Yeah, so we had 4 skeletons for this. It was me and Lauren, and also our good friends Polly, the master of the arena, and Arard, the master DJ. We were like practicing this the day before. Wayne gave us so many instructions. It was like choreographed shit, and then it started, and I'm just sitting here thinking like, what the fuck are we doing? Nobody said shit.
Orchestrated. I was the director, and I was the one who like came up with each of the mechanics for the final boss fight. And really, like 3 days in advance, I brought everyone into the server and walked everyone through. This is how it'll go. This is how the boss fight will work. And like we rehearsed it in days in advance, and then before the stream, I went over it again. And when it finally happened, everyone was like,
Yeah, hey, let me say in the future, literally no matter what we do, can we not have so much shit to do all at once?
Yeah.
No. Each passport was a specific model that Gur made. Each one of them had a character's face on it. This one was really dark, so you can't see what it was.
And I forgot the order. I forgot I was
you
like
couldn't
the
see,
first
but you were
one.
supposed to rely on the order that I had given you guys. So I'm like trying to just do like obligatory video game dialogue of just like, we blew up the passport, Tommy? Like it had your face on it. That was yours. And instead of you just being like realizing instantly like, oh yeah, I forgot that is, you refute me. You say no, that wasn't
No.
mine, and he goes,
so,
he
like,
just goes
right
dead
here?
silent here, and just like stares into space, which like you could take as him realizing, no, what this is, it's everyone screaming at him in the voice chat, Balp, that is your passport.
Yeah, it's literally, it was literally like Belp, like, wait, was that my passport? And we're like, yes, it was yours. And he's like, oh yeah, my passport's missing. Like, perfectly, like, as you're looking at, it's like, as you're looking at Bubby, like, that is literally us, like, talking.
Hey, that's just one of the rules of improv. Always say no.
All the shit was a pain to coordinate.
See, look, you can see the
I
poop
love
coming
this
out
part
here.
where we're all
It's a
panicked.
little
We get
poop
back in here and like nothing's going on. It's just all calm for some reason. This pack,
Where everything's the same except your head is just tiny.
this pack earlier I was talking about like the packs that I wanted to have Scorpio use in the earlier part, and he would like chase us around. There was one like this where he had a tiny little head. His body was a lot more stout, and he would have been like 2 feet tall, and like you never really get to see it, but when his head's small like that, his mouth still moves. So like I wanted him to like follow us around as like a fucked up little man and like talk to us, but we never
I
got
think
to
I
do
have a
it.
screenshot of that pack somewhere.
Aaron in chat just said this is a
I'll go
Battleborn
look.
character.
So he's like turned off because he's changing his packs, and the boss fight just turns back on. Up here I do an uppercut with, oh wait, no. I just gotta point that out. I just gotta highlight. That's the best thing Scorpio says. I go in for an uppercut with the force push punch, and I'm like fucking surprised that it actually knocked you into the air like that. It was very
See my
good.
little legs just
Yeah, it's just like trying to like
super
walk. This joke that you say, there's a joke coming up right here where he's like, you know what size shoe I wear? I thought you were gonna say like 1,000, but your answer is so much better.
You know what size shoe I wear? What? Doesn't matter.
I forgot about that line. It doesn't matter.
What?
But what I was gonna say about the chair thing is like, when any time that they dropped me when I was in a chair, the like fucked up camera like flailing around and like spinning is actually what I'm fucking experiencing. That shit is so goddamn sickening.
Yeah.
Barreling around. That's my complete. It's awful. Those screams are real.
I couldn't save you from that because once you were in the portal, you just started tumbling.
Each room had a different threat. First one, skeletons. Second one, Bubby clones. And this one,
Here it is.
It
Here
is
it is.
Log's
I
favorite.
gotta
Mokujin.
let you guys know. You guys have to understand this. I don't have the same passion for Gmod that my friends have. I didn't grow up on it necessarily. I grew up on TF2 like exclusively. As far as I'm concerned, Gmod exists for this fucking Mokujin dupe. This is all I use whenever I play Gmod with my friends. Every time Wayne asks for ideas about Gmod-related stuff, I say, hey, you should put the Mokujin in there. No, we can't do that. That's too silly. Mokujin doesn't go here. And then we get to this final boss area, and he's trying to figure out, oh, what should we do for each of these 3 areas? Put Mokujin in my area. Oh, no. Oh, we could.
Yeah.
And that's how I won.
We got the bonus joke that's just totally destructible and weak as fuck. You'd think this would be like the strongest threat of the 3 rooms.
What is he doing here? I'm on fire!
What is Mokujin doing here? It's like we don't even like we know immediately, and we don't even like call into like question like what it's capable of.
So what was supposed to happen here is like he was gonna pull out his passport and he was gonna like wiggle it around and we were gonna shoot at it, and then like Gur used an add-on to like put an explosion on it, but it just like didn't work. So like we
Literally
get
the only time it never worked.
Oh,
It was this time.
So Scorpio just goes, oh no, and drops
And
it.
I put it away.
I love that.
And you see the
so
explosions happening on the
goddamn
wall for some reason.
It's because it
Which-
wasn't like attaching to him.
Yeah, I think it's because he was big, his hitboxes were in the wrong spot, so it just
Yeah,
fucked
it
us
was
up
like
entirely.
fucked up.
It worked. It worked out in the end because we kept joking about going all the way back to the start. We do that.
I only
So-
said this because we kept talking about AVGN.
Yeah. So originally, the way that I had this idea for like, oh my god, what if we put the locker room in this map and we like went back there? You send me back with a portal gun or something. And like the original concept for this was just, no, you're just warping me out of Zen into there. But then we had the thing with Benry talking about the timelines are crossing. Gur didn't even realize that. Gur just quoted AVGN, which is amazing.
I love that you going,
Peace.
peace.
So we get warped in there.
The fucking smash cut with the logo is so good.
Yeah, I had that idea like after I had already edited it, and I was like, oh, that's perfect. Someone just told me in chat that I can use the arrow keys to move back 5 seconds. I had no fucking idea I could do that. I never used that. I never used that.
Hey Wayne, you can press J and L to advance 10 seconds.
Thanks. Shut up.
You can use ropes to help with big pits.
Boomer Wayne, I'm like 23. The fucking
Matt's 23, Gordon.
Whenever Scorpy comes in, I hit him with the VR swing again, and like it does impact damage. It gives him a cold sore.
What are you doing, man?
He got a little bit of jelly on his lips.
Originally in this scene, I used the Passport Guardian song that we used for the final fight, and it actually worked really well. But it was better to have that as like only the final song, and this song sings really well too. This one's also from Killer 7. I like this part a lot.
This is me inspired by Freddy Krueger. That's my favorite villain. And Freddy Krueger always messes with people before he kills them.
Yeah,
so that's pretty much what I was doing.
You were on some Freddy Krueger shit. It was great.
So like another thing, like the two clear ideas I had here were go back in time or warp back, blow up the passport. The second one that I had is specifically have it be like either like a clone anomaly or a time warp, and have the original NPC encounter with Dr. Coomer like 1-to-1 the exact way that it went. But I wanted to first turn the corner and see this, like just him blocking the way. And Holly did a great job of getting it super accurate. You were literally crouching when you first appeared.
Oh, weird. It's like the thing that he says in the first video in the pose, too. What the?
Really makes you think.
Make you think.
This was not planned and was amazing.
That's Benry. You don't want to know about Benry.
Coomer's AI desperately trying to walk its rail and just being interrupted by Benry was such a good moment.
What? Hold on. What is that?
Hang on a tick. Something's not right. This part here happening specifically right now is the time I finally realized that you can hold down the alt button to walk instead of run everywhere.
It took Holly the whole game to realize you could RP walk.
It took the entire series.
So in the moment here, when we were planning, we were trying to think what we would do for the portal, and I was like, can Coomer go in? Do these stalls open? Can Coomer go in there and go to the bathroom? And Ger's like, no, these doors aren't meant to open. Fuck you.
I'm okay now.
Fuck you, no jokes. Fuck you.
You were saying?
No, I don't know. I have ADHD, so I forgot what I was saying. Thanks, Holly.
You were talking about the stall. Can they go in the bathroom?
No, I don't want to
anymore. Doors aren't meant to open.
I don't want it anymore. Yeah, I was like, can Holly go in there? I was like, can Holly go in there? And you're like, no, these doors can't open. They're supposed to be locked. And then Booger's like, but if you right click on them, you can force them to open. And then you know what happens.
Okay. I will get us going, but first I do need to, well, forgive me for being crude. I need to relieve myself.
It's bathroom time, baby.
All doors do this. Every door does this.
It's being pulled off its hinges.
And it's human door. And it's like playing the fucking like sci-fi door sliding sound effect. Like, oh my god.
The hydraulic noises make it. It wouldn't be nearly as funny. We get back in here and like the skeletons are just kind of like the skeletons are just floating around doing their own theme. Like it ended up working, but like no one's in here. You guys are all fucking around in the map and didn't expect me to get back here so fast. Like even Benry with the fucking boss is like not ready. So like I saw so many people that were like, oh man, when I saw this moment I was so scared because I thought like the science team died, and that would have been like such a fucking way that we could have taken it.
Did I do my super Bubby shit?
I just rewinded it so that we could talk about that. So for this final phase, I wanted everyone to be like, okay, this is like the all-out attack. This is the final moment. Everyone should be able to do their ultimate moves here. And everyone had their own idea. The Gur goes first. We're shooting at him.
Kind of see me.
You can kind of see some particles emerge from him. So
what Gur is doing there is using a Shadow the Hedgehog sweep that is probably the most messily designed sweep in all of Gary's mod. But it gives you animations where you like Naruto run and like you have Shadow jet boots on, and you can like barely see him do it. And because of the proximity audio, he gets cut out too. Like he flies away. And then Holly's big idea was a fucking fantastic idea to bring back the super player feature that was mentioned one time in the entire series in Act 1, Part 2.
For a moment,
Silver Kong cannot die, and his powers will help you through the level.
And you had the idea, like, to use the Vox here, and it was perfect.
Someone in the fucking public Discord mentioned you can use these exact words in the Vox, and I was just like,
well, I'm not gonna tell them I saw that, but I'm totally.
It must have been all unintentional, but like I had to edit a few things here and there. But the song It's 3-0 made like syncs up so well with so many things that happen here. It's just Italian chef sucking fingers.
This is my fucking favorite because Wayne's doing like the fucking shonen final move Omni Slash, but you'll see it when we get to my footage. I was just sort of watching this, and it just looked like a bunch of like toy soldiers just kind of shooting at him.
You want to know?
And Scorpion goes like, "No, this isn't fair."
And I used the power, the magic of editing to make it not look like shit. Because in the moment, it looks like nothing. And then this was the
like gear third on that motherfucker.
This was the final. This was the final instruction for the skeletons. Was as Benry dies, he raises into the sky, and you guys should circle him and use the sweet voice. And it looks fucking amazing. It's so good. And it
I
sounds
turned into
great
one
too.
of them just to add the effect.
The dissonant like crying of the sweet voice is so good. And he flies into the green light. That white light that you see there, this white light, that's not supposed to be there. That's Shadow the Hedgehog swept fucking up. But it works because it gave me an excuse to like make this bright light that I use as a transition.
Shadow's power.
So I want to talk about something interesting that we had to do for the elevator sequence. This is like out of all the places that G-Man talks to you, this is the coolest one. Like I don't know what the Zenovator is, but like in the maps, the G-Man is just sitting there waiting for you to get warped to. And when you go near him, he immediately will start talking to you. And when he's done talking, he will warp you and every player to the next spot.
Forces the sequence. So shout out to me for making.
Yes,
for having a
Gur
prop.
had it. We were worrying like, how the fuck do we do this? We have removed G-Man and he's still warping us to the next spot. And like Gur had the big brain moment of like, this elevator is really fucking tall. There's the part where I look up. What Gert did is he found luckily this wasn't just a map thing. There's a model for this platform, so we just placed it above the actual G-Man. So if you drop 10 feet below where we're talking, the real G-Man is there, real pissed that we're doing some other shit with his game.
Yep. Now without any further
Here we go.
And now we come up on arguably the most important moment in the series.
Yeah.
We after that ending, we needed to pop it like a balloon and let everyone down.
So prior to Act 4, like we had discussed all the ideas of the boss fight, and like before we filmed this, like a few days in advance, I was talking to everybody and I was like, how do you think we actually end this? Because now Holly set up all this cool like heavy shit with like the self-aware stuff, and we have this really cool boss fight. Like, do we do something to tease a sequel? Do we do something to like maybe deter people from a sequel? Do we keep it really serious? Like, what kind of lore shit do we drop here? And I don't remember who it was. It might have been just a groupthink moment where we were just like, Chuck E. Cheese, bro. We go to Chuck E. Cheese, and like someone mentioned Chuck E. Cheese, and I was like, that'd be so funny, but like I don't know if we should do that. That might make people mad. But then like Trog, I think, was like, no, hold contempt for your audience. That will make some people mad, and it'll be fucking hilarious. And then I was like, yes, that would be perfect because Tommy is G-Man's son. We're going to Chuck E. Cheese like for his birthday party. Like I think the first person that said Chuck E. Cheese was just saying it like as a non sequitur, and then it snowballed into like, this is the most amazing idea.
Yeah, so obviously the right thing to do is to replicate the great argument that while Wayne was streaming Sekiro. And
February of 2019, Wayne Radio TV receives a Twitch bounty to play Sekiro live on Twitch. He plays it. He loves it. The fucking offender, Mirakuru Taimu, joins the voice call and then refers, and then someone brings up the conversation point. I think I call Chuck E. Cheese a restaurant, just offhandedly. And then he just goes, Chuck E. Cheese is not a restaurant. And then the call fucking exploded. That original argument was so fucking heated. It was like there's multiple parts of it where you can't hear anyone anymore because we're just screaming. Both sides are just
put
like,
the controller
it's a
down
restaurant.
and started
It's
yelling.
not fucking, yes, I stopped playing Sekiro for like 20 minutes because we're just arguing about Chuck E. Cheese. And we thought it would be the funniest fucking thing if the G-Man, the fucked up inhuman God-man, is the man to hold the point of Chuck E. Cheese is not a restaurant.
if you listen to me. Garrett had this idea. It was a very good idea.
It was a
Just
really good
pop
idea.
up and get shot in the fucking head. There's like a delay. There's like a delay from when he gets shot to the death because you can't kill someone that's sitting in a chair, so he had to suicide.
Yeah. Don't worry, Gordon. Your goldfish is fine. He's living on the farm.
That's a restaurant. Okay, I'm gonna go off on a non sequitur because I was just reminded of this, and I never have opportunities to think about this and talk about this. Donald's Dock in Toontown was the second town that you go to. In Donald's Dock, there is a lake that Donald Duck is in a boat that he's piloting, and he just drives it in circles for years, 24/7, forever. When private servers for Toontown started to come out, the only thing that they had to remove from the game are like copyrighted like properties. So like all the Disney characters, like they had to take out Mickey Mouse, they had to take out Goofy. For Donald, they took out Donald, but they had to leave the boat. So Donald's Dock's boat just becomes like a ghost ship that will forever wander those waters. It's amazing.
Oh my god, that's so good.
It's the Flying Dutch Duck. Oh god, filming that first cut was a pain.
That took so many tries. That cut, this cut here, where we wanted to sync it up to the music, where she pops into the window, it took like 10, 20 tries. We have so many fucked up versions of that. So here we are at Tommy's birthday party.
The visual.
I
The
actually
visual
have
of like a happy
Pause it, pause it,
birthday.
pause
It's a
it.
Half-Life 1 scientist model. It's great.
Yeah, so this scene, this Chuck E. Cheese, we spent like 4 hours working on this. Like we took a Freddy Fazbear map. I can't remember the author of the map, but thank you for making it. We took a Five Nights at Freddy's, like Freddy Fazbear's pizza map, and repurposed it into a Chuck E. Cheese by covering up all instances of Five Nights at Freddy's with paint. If you look at the Chuck E. Cheese logo, that is like pink, like bullshit Gmod paint covering up the logo, and then we use this sign tool to put up a PNG of Chuck E. Cheese's.
Also, this allegedly was supposed to be the version of the map without jump scares.
There's one
There
jump
was
scare.
a jump scare. I found it.
There's
There
a
was
jump
one.
scare in like the back of the map that like we
It caught
fucking tricked
me.
somehow.
Happy birthday.
This was made by my friend on Twitter, AmnonTet. Shouts out. You might be in the chat. You're in the chat sometimes. This is like a picture of Tommy. Like you can barely see. He used FaceApp to make him smile. Wait, this picture was
Slate
made
FaceApp
years before HLVR. He just did it to this scientist. And like it ended up being very helpful. I used this picture without permission. I'm sorry, but we had like no time. I had this idea like the moment we were doing this.
This picture has been stolen.
This is totally accidental. He switches to the soda can swept and spins and then turns back in a way where it looks like a music video. Like it looks like he's doing a dance move. Look. He whips it.
One take. I'm a professional.
One take, baby. It was
Credit
actually
to me
2 takes.
for my
but-
brilliant acting as Chuck E. Cheese.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank God there was a Chuck E. Cheese model. I think that's like why we chose.
Now here I am. Oh, go, white boy, go!
Go off, white boy!
Go.
This is me
For those who
actually
are-
having to dance.
So Gur is using a very old software for Gmod where you can connect a Kinect to the game and like have it motion track you. It is much more visually accurate than like VR, but it's much less like practical. Like you're never gonna get like you can't play the game with Kinect.
Right.
These arcade machines are Five Nights at Freddy's arcade machines that are like hard coded into the map that we just had to put like pictures of Tekken on. Like if you look at the left, it's clearly just like a poster of Paul Phoenix draped over the machine. And like, so the way the Kinect mod works is it's like a physical ragdoll that's being puppeted by the Kinect feed. So that means that unlike the VR mod is just like a hologram of a model. It's not actually physical. Unlike this is a real ragdoll. So when Gur is punching them here, it's because it's physically like owning them. Like this ragdoll is so powerful because it is a physical ragdoll, but it is also like the way it's designed is that okay, this ragdoll's force should never be like tested. Like it always must win if something interacts with it because like that would fuck up the Kinect tracking, right? It has to like push things out of the way. So it just annihilates people when they walk into it. This next scene was an idea I had that just watch. I can't even. I'm tired.
We needed to use them. We had to use them somewhere.
These are some dupes that we found many years ago, and they're the funniest fucking things. I wanted Tommy to like the minions because we know he's very childish.
So every time I see these fucking things, I want to shoot them.
This is my favorite shot in this entire thing. Is just Sunkiss, like this
Sunkiss running and spraying balls.
Yeah, like this slightly tilted camera angle of Sunkiss
It's
just
like
running
candid.
through the aisles.
It's like this shot was supposed to be like, look at all these fun happenings at the party, and it's just like Sunkiss frolicking around the Chuck E. Cheese. This next sequence that came up was the last thing that I planned. We finished filming the first day, and then the next day while I was editing, like I was running out of recordings to use, and I was like, what do I do for this part with the sax solo? And then I was like, wait, fucking Dr. Coomer sax solo. And Holly didn't know about this. This was a surprise. Gur and I did this privately, and it turned out so good. We lit the dark room in GM Construct and put like a wooden texture here, and it was just like I just had Gur like randomly move his mouse around to the rhythm, and then he turns on plus right here, which just makes him spin. It turned out so good. The final shot of the series was an accident. I did this because I wanted like a zoom in on Gordon while like screaming inside his head, but Scorpy was the skeleton behind me, and you get this like fucking awesome like he's there, he's still there. The skeleton lives. It looks great. Holly gave me this idea.
I'm the one who came up with status birthday bash.
I did this. I wanted to.
My legacy.
Scorpy used to make these like Gmod videos where they were called Before the Movies, and they'd have this like 80s themed intro. It was really, really good. But Vin Diesel was the host of Before the Movies, and he would interview characters in this like janky ass fucked up set in the middle of a green void that he would green screen into like various things. And like Vin Diesel just had this like fucked up text to speech voice, and like I had this idea like, oh my god, Tommy's sitting on Vin Diesel's lap. We got to do it.
Happy birthday, little boy.
And Gur managed to rig the TTS into Gmod so that his mouth would move with it.
Yeah.
I want a case of Sprite cranberry.
You can get a closer look at the face app Tommy here.
A hot dog.
The Hypersphere vertical drop battle set with the Wizard Fafnir F5 Beyblade and a Shuttershock subscription.
First time you said that, when we were recording that, first time you said Shuttershock subscription had just floored me, blew me away.
Yeah.
I didn't even remember Shuttershock was a thing. And then it loops back around. I used Shuttershock to buy rights to Sunkissed.
There you go.
Shutterstock?
You can have it.
Shuttershock.
It is in
it's
fact
a stock image
Shutterstock.
site. Oh, whatever. Who gives a shit?
No, that just makes it even funnier.
Shuttershock is scary images only.
Gur's involvement wasn't an accident.
The Hanna-Barbera ass like hat hanging in the air.
That was
an accident. In the moment when that was
The fact
recorded,
that the hat is still bobbing.
when that was recorded, we were like crying. We were laughing so hard. It was so fucking funny.
I cut most of it. This, I'll maybe release a like full extended cut of this because there's a lot of good stuff. But like, I cut a lot of me like swearing at Wayne not because it was bad or anything. Everything was fine.
None of us held ill will.
No, of course not. Yeah, it was all fine, and you can hear from my footage we clearly were having a good time overall. But my job as producer for this episode was A, to make sure my jobs ran smoothly and everything went okay. B, it was to get Wayne through this as fast as possible because we had to go through like the most number of maps, including the worst part of Half-Life 1.
I don't think anybody.
So
the reception
you might want to pause.
is getting
One of the things that happened in Mid-Art Problems, Wayne just disappeared.
What? I'm in the middle of nowhere. Like I'm in just like a void.
What?
Is that right? Is that what you want?
No.
I'm
gonna pee him.
Oh.
Of course he's
Oh, I see. Why am I so small? Oh fuck.
He's small.
There are a lot of problems.
Oh god, there it is.
Okay. So, as we mentioned before, the top of the elevator, we were stationed right next to a fucking death trap, including like trip mines, everything, all the whole works. One thing that we also had to worry about, when Wayne put his headset on and off, he kept like swaying towards the lasers.
That's what happens.
I think.
Hold on.
They also kept just like knocking into the button that lowered the elevator.
I can't really voice it right now.
It's just a great chimp moment.
Bring
Chimps.
that chimp hanging on.
Wait, what? I missed it.
There's a technical difficulty.
Oh yeah, because VR.
I look like a gibbon. TV chimp moment.
I look like a gibbon.
That's where the Black Mesa is.
Oh no!
You have to look through it.
What the fuck?
I don't know what that was.
What was that?
I don't
Was that
know, but it
Holly?
made me laugh.
That was something in the video. I don't remember.
Polly, that was in the video.
Was that Polly?
Fuck! It's in the video.
Man,
I was not expecting this.
That was great.
What happened?
I don't know. It sounded like an iToy, but it wasn't mine.
Yeah.
It wasn't mine.
Okay, so Scorpy found his iToy, plugged it into his computer, and used the iToy mic in some Discord calls, which, if you remember, I've said this on stream, the iToy mic is the worst mic in the world. It has a 90% chance to just pitch you up like you just inhaled helium, and it sounds horrible. Really Scorpy was like he was just saying he wanted to, but in my eyes was threatening to use it during the stream.
I'm still holding it at the proper angle. Now just put your mouth on it and get to sucking.
Okay. All right, man. Hold on. Can you bring it a little closer to me? I'll start sucking.
Chug a lug, Gordon.
Gordon knows how to suck.
All right.
Well.
Tell me what I know about sucking, buddy. Okay.
You downloaded the Pyro update. Delete that. Delete that right fucking now.
No, I want to play heavy pyro with the air poof. He's scanning your feet.
What? What is this?
He's scanning your
You
feet.
said
This
it's
is
scanning my
Foot
feet?
Scanner HD. We're gonna get high-res pictures of your feet, bro.
I don't want you to have pictures of my feet. I don't want you to have pictures of my feet. You know what? Get off.
Gordon Feetman.
Anybody see Ben Ring?
This was just something good that I wanted to
One of
showcase.
these big boys. Oh, the dog.
Lauren, there's something about Pack Editor. I can see Sunkissed from like across the map. When I no clip out, I'll take
Orbital
a
strike.
Sunkissed orbital strike.
Sunkissed AC-130 POV.
Oh,
my
also,
God.
Tommy hacks would render through walls, so Tommy's hat would just show up in walls.
Yeah. The door's closed. Goodbye. Hello.
Welcome again.
That's it.
YouTube.
All right, here it is.
Okay.
I'm gonna teleport Scorpy.
But
Say something
you're
funny.
At a loss here. You lost your
listen to
advantage.
Scorpy.
I don't know why you didn't press the button sooner. And even if you did, the dog's immune to bullets.
Wait, hold on. They
What?
need me at YouTube.
That is the funniest thing you said, but you
Oh,
couldn't
shit.
hear it.
Holly, get ready for another titted boobs joke if you're gonna do it. There's more assassins in the next room.
I didn't know you directed her to do that. That's
We
good.
should get a move on. But I have a bad feeling about this. My penis weenus is tingle wingers. Gordon, titty boob huge fuck.
We should.
And we're back.
And we're back.
Hey,
All right, so here we go.
What's up, man? We're
Listen
headed the
close.
right way, right?
Can I kill him?
No, not yet.
Hey.
Oh shit! I heard yes.
Damn it.
I don't even know.
Oh, I couldn't really hear that.
No, I said no, not yet.
Why am I different?
What do you
Why am
want to
I
order,
different than
please,
everyone
sir? Do you want to order something, sir?
Like how quick he jumped
Gordon,
on the
please keep the
fast
line moving.
food
We all like to
drive-through joke immediately after killing that guy. Like impeccable.
We have 3 Big Mac and 3 fries for you. Not more though.
I will never not laugh when I hear that joke. I will never not laugh. Like, knowing the that joke is already so funny, and knowing the context, you going freesh is so fucking good. Has supported me over these 2 years to all of my. Some of you guys have been here from the start. The amount of
Behind the
hours
scenes
put into
kids.
watching this stupid shit
A
that I
kiss
do. I
for
mean,
me.
great shit, but you know
A kisseroo.
is
to me
honestly
from you.
amazing. Thank you guys for spending your time with me. Oh hell, Monster Hunter? Okay, cool.
This. By the
Oh
way,
god, yes.
You want to explain it?
No, just watch.
Okay.
Oh god.
Just
I know
watch.
this song.
Just enjoy it.
What is
Oh, I will explain.
Like we said,
if
Act
you
4
don't
was
know-
fucked up.
We've talked about this before, but people spawn
every
in the
time.
same
Oh,
point
God.
in Gary's mod, and if you spawn in the same point, you telefrag people. What happens?
All right.
move as soon as you.
Oh God! I'm getting this
Belt move,
God. With the kind of content you guys don't want, but nothing.
The pile.
Oh damn it! I wanted the bodies to persist.
Oh no, it would have killed him.
Is someone else able to do? Oh fuck! I've been doing the voice for so long, I can't.
I know you're doing it right now.
You know how sucks that is for me?
I can't wait for you guys to see hell.
You use the rocket. Shoot it and hope that I can make an explosion happen.
Come on, why would it blow up?
I'm having a conniption.
Put it away. Just put it away. Just put it away.
Oh no, what passport?
Oh no.
We gotta. Yo, you wanna die?
Jesus Christ.
Now what?
Portal?
The portal, bro.
Oh fuck! I'm blowing it.
Gur saying now what? Fucking hell.
Now what? All right. I'm gonna make it.
I got it.
I was about to make it, and then he's like, "No, wait, I got it." And then.
Now bear my ass blast!
See you back home.
My reaction there, like, where I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. It's just like, it's totally genuine. It's just like, okay, we're making a poop joke. All right, yeah.
There we go. Wayne was having like a shonen anime moment. I'm just seeing this.
You can actually finally kind of see me.
All right, Wayne needs to do the bit. Okay, he's doing it. Okay. Okay. We did it. We're home free.
You did a couple of times.
The moment Act 4 ended is a moment I'll never forget in my entire life.
We did it.
Well, that's something.
That's something.
We did it.
Do you have a recording of me jumping in the voice? I don't think I did that for a while.
Good fucking job, ladies and gentlemen. We fucking did it. It could have gone so much
Chuck E.
worse.
Cheese pick on you.
Someone said.
Yes! What the fuck? This ending's ruined. Yes.
That ends. See that?
Yeah, in chat, we've done it.
We made children angry.
A restaurant.
A restaurant. Oh my god.
You ruined the ending, you fucking idiot.
Yes. Yes. Oh.
Gordon ruined the ending.
Gordon
They're
ruined the
blaming
ending. Here we go.
Gordon and not Wayne. Like,
Yeah.
No, it's AI.
Wow. Who knew?
All right. That was Mike's behind the scenes footage. I have to get mine ready for you. This is how I've been. If you look at the stream, this is how I'm doing my audio setup right now because I don't have my headset, so I got to use these little index speakers.
Please get
That's why.
headphones.
Hold on.
Let me hear it.
I can't hear. Here's more Gur's Connect dancing with no music. Someone clap for him instead of playing the music, which is so funny.
The forbidden
Give me a punch. Oh my god.
You ever seen the bottom of an Avatar shoe?
Bam,
You'll never die. You'll live forever for another million years. When all of us are dead in the ground, you'll still be alive roaming the earth.
I really like that take too.
we did like 10 takes.
Yeah, this was surprisingly a very hard one to get.
Now, Tommy, I have one
Because we have
last
to account on the
surprise
AI
for you.
of the scanners.
Look over there.
Also, Balp.
Bob like refused to say minions.
And then I
for
told
some
him, all right, this time I'm like, Balp, say the minions. I want you to say the minions. And then we get this take. Oh, I think I left this in. I don't think this was supposed to be here. Like I said, I made this an hour before the stream. Uh-oh, is this the rest of the video?
Looks good. Is this it? That's great.
I don't know.
It's organic.
Great
Here we go.
footage, Wayne.
Now, Tommy, I have
I was
one
like, Balp,
last
remember to say the
surprise for...
minions. Yep, I did not mean to leave this in. Fuck.
Nice.
Look over there.
My favorite Illuminations characters.
He just doesn't drop the line. I get
Did
the
not
zoom
say the
perfect.
minions.
The one thing we told him to say.
And then these fuckers take like a million years to blow up.
Orange
Do my job.
Oh, I'd do anything for a pizza like this every day. Pizza's so I love a good pepperoni.